Check, check, quick sound check. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Thought you got rid of me, but I am back. I am back. We are back live. Yes, we can. Awesome. Awesome. So looks like the ghost of Christmas past may have tried to cut us off. We were giving out too much good information. I think it was whoever was the buyer at 60/40 in the S&Ps decided that we gave up their position, so they cut our stream. But we're back. Um Going to be running the stream probably for a couple of hours. We may pull some guests in and things like that, but want to make sure we're here for all of you that are here watching. So thank you for hanging out. We may be pulling some guests in here, but let's get back into these markets. We just did test 60/50 in the S&Ps. Looking at that now, I still have this 60/40 level that we were looking at, this yellow line on my screen here. um, where it clearly caused some hesitation in the markets. We traded up above it, but not as convinced about this rally as we were earlier this morning with some of this hesitation. So uh, let me know how you guys are doing in the chat if you're still trading in these markets at all. I know it is getting close to Friday afternoon. We may be locking up, but there's still some opportunity out here. It is still options expiration. So that volatility that we were talking about that we love as traders hasn't left the building yet. If you're already up on a Friday, maybe consider locking it out or locking in some of the profits that you already have. But if you're going to continue to trade, most importantly, make sure you manage your risk in that trade. So what I'm looking at right now in the S&Ps, I'm going to move this volume indicator down. We see this little spike here, spike in volume here that tested 60/50, kind of turned us around. If I'm looking at anchored VWAP there, that might be, a place to get in on the short side if I'm looking to short this market. And might sound crazy, we're up about full percent or more in the S&Ps. Why are you looking for shorts? But for a quick pullback move, I wouldn't be too surprised at it. We did come a long way in a short period of time here. So I'm not just shorting it because we're up on the day, but thinking about a pullback, I see the regular trading hours VWAP down at 59.71. Price got pretty extended fairly quickly without volume following it. So a reversion back to that would not be too much of a surprise. We see people coming back in here. I think I might have a guest coming in as well. So just bear with me while I do that. Easy rally in the morning. Pull up the NASDAQ chart. Getting something similar we see around this 21,800 level, right? On days like this, if I try not to be a contrarian, right? I try to get in the flow of the market, right? We heard it on fast markets this morning. I was looking to get long for some of this rally. If I'm ever going to take a short in a market like this, to me, it has to happen at a whole number level, right? I want to see the reaction to a whole number level and see whether or not the market is convinced enough to trade above it, or does it give us some hesitation. We can see at 21,500, we had a little bit of hesitation where we had this flagging pattern, kind of chopped around there. Buyers pushed. 21,600, really no hesitation there. Can't just blind short it. But we see it again here, right at this 21,800 level. We pushed above it, maybe slowing down a little bit, seeing some momentum to the downside. Um, but again, if I get into a short here, I have to think of the overall context of the market. We're in an uptrend for the day. So if I take a counter trend trade, see profit, take profit when it gives it to me. And I'm not going to try to force any decisions. Let me make sure I pull the chat up so I can see. I am running the ultra marathon this week. A couple ultra marathons. I love it though. I enjoy doing this. Um, let's see what we got here. Make sure I have the chat up here. Just talking to the team on the side. Still gonna get a VIP check-in form. That's awesome to hear. Am I running an ultra? No, Danielle. I was making a joke about being on the stream. I'm not running an ultra marathon. I've run a marathon before, a couple years ago now. Was actually training to run the Boston Marathon. Ran the goal was in all my training runs, we were going at a 2 hour 45-minute pace. Got to mile 19 in that marathon on pace, and then just died. So it finished at like 3 hours and 45 minutes, but I will not be running an ultra. Gotta go. I'll go with a half marathon first. Let's see what we got here. Again, buyers very much in control of this market. Uh, you find a place to get in long here? And if we zoom out, right, if we look at a 30-minute chart, I know I was looking for potential targets to the upside. I'm going to go to daily actually. Potential targets to the upside at 21,850. So there is still some room, about 70 points left. Oh, I got a guest here. Let's try to bring him in. Uh, give me 1 second here. What's going on? Yep, you're good to go. I'm talking to my guest in the room. We're gonna pull him in here in a second, just making sure they can see everything. So you should be able to see that. And then give me 1 second. Perfect. Let's see. No, no one can hear you now. S- So you guys can see who my guest is there. We got him back. Let me make sure we get your audio in here.
Check, check.
Can you guys hear him?
I can't hear my snare. I need more snare.
Need more stare at my headphones.
My snare
There
in my
he is.
headphones. Yeah, it's need more snare in my headphones.
There he is. There's
Hello.
Andre. Thank you
Hello.
for joining
And
me. We got to
$5. You charge
bring
me
the energy in.
$5? No $5. Get out of here. $5. All right, let's get into this, baby. Look
I'll
at this.
pay
I'm
it
gonna do a
for
little
you.
trading, dude. You're driving, dog. I'm
I'm
trading. You're
driving.
driving.
Dre's trading. And you called out that 580s,
Yeah,
480s
man.
actually in the Nasdaq. So if you see anything else, let me know. I'm still seeing some room to the upside. So
This shit ain't gonna stop, man.
yeah,
There's
I agree.
why is this gonna stop?
I agree.
There ain't nothing stopping this thing.
I agree.
There's gonna be profit taking. I think that's about it. And everyone thinks these are like cheap longs, cheap long. Oh my god, we're at the 800s, 22,000. All right, these longs are getting a little bit more expensive. A
Just a little bit, right? Just a
little
little
bit more.
bit.
But like when we were buying those, 580s and stuff, people say this is an expensive long. No, you got to think about where we've come the last 2 days. Like this massive, massive stuff. You got to think about where we've been or where we're coming from and to where we're gonna go. So yeah, I say expensive longs and shit like that. No, this is you got to keep things in perspective. The sellers just, they blew their wad. They blew their wad. So
I
yeah,
honestly don't think they're done, Dre.
the buyers
We
or
had
sellers.
the sellers. I mean, sorry, the buyers, right? I don't think
Yeah,
the
me too.
sellers are done covering. We had 1,000 points to the downside on
Correct.
Wednesday. We
Correct.
are close to 50% of that, and we know that the market likes to kind of seek out equilibrium, and
That's right.
21,850 would be that.
Yup.
I mean, that means there's still another 60 points available to the upside before we have to
Yes.
think about that. The only question is if you get into a long here, where do you set your risk, right? We did have this pivot, this kind of two candle pullback here where the
Yeah.
low is 736.
21.
Uh,
Hold on. Say it one more time.
21,736 is the low of this most recent pullback that we had.
736. All right, cool. Man,
Um,
so this is what it feels like to be Coach Paul at the buzzer, man. I like this, man. This is what it feels like.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, okay. I can yeah,
all
man.
right.
Let's trade this shit up.
If we need to increase anybody's audio, let me know. I think we're good. I think it sounds good.
Increase my position limits, risk. That's what we're gonna do. Increase my position. No, I'm just playing.
50
I'm
lots,
just
no stops.
50 lives, no stops. Raw dog, baby. Thanks for everyone joining us again, man. Click like, click subscribe. We are running on what is it? Duct tape and bubble gum and popsicle sticks. We're gonna keep this stream going, baby. All right.
Do it.
So you got out of that trade. What'd you cover at up there?
What did I cover at? I covered at 725. So we started to see, some orders getting filled around this area. So expecting a little bit of a pullback. Uh, we pulled back to 700. 700's held really nice. So if you wanted to get back in that trade, you had another 100 points to the upside
For
there.
sure.
But um,
And I'll say this, Jay, I don't think I don't I listen, I don't think we should get too fixated on the actual prices and the actual numbers.
correct.
Let's just get fixated on the actual price action. How big the candles are, how big the red candles are versus um the green candles. I'm not so sure price necessarily matters. Well, it didn't matter as much earlier. Maybe now people are going to take price into consideration. But when you
Sure.
got long 580s, 580 is just a number to buy. 450s is just a number to buy. Big fat round numbers don't mean anything. It's just people piling in, piling in, piling. Like I said, I came in. My brother obviously he manages some of my money, and I told him, hey, we got a road. We're getting out of some of the fixed income, and we're going to pile this into equities on this pullback. I guarantee you, I wasn't the only one. You see this, you finally get in. So this is just blind buying and just cash on the sidelines coming in and buying. So when you see that kind of rally, don't worry about levels, don't worry about price. Those numbers don't mean anything when you have a bazillion point sell off coming in those last 2 days. Um,
The
just
uh,
blindly buy.
the one thing I am looking at is that 60/40 in the S&Ps, right?
Well, that was different. That's a different one,
Yes.
Jay. Tell them why.
Because that price is relevant to whoever
Size.
traded 2,500 contracts at that price. Now,
Right.
someone had asked earlier, they said, how do you know that that's one buyer? We don't, right? But if I'm
Say
going
it's
with the
say it's 10 buyers, say it's 15 buyers. It's still they
exactly,
flashed 2,500 order, 2,500 lot. Rose, did they flash the 2,500 lot in there?
sat there for a
Yeah.
minute and got filled. So it
So
wasn't a
they wanted to
spoof.
be seen. Yeah,
Exactly.
they wanted to be seen. They wanted the whole market to know that they meant business. They wanted to be seen. So when that, like Jay said, he takes note of it. I asked him, like, did you commit that to memory? Or did you write that down straight off the dome? So like and they wanted people like us to remember that too. Okay. There's a whole strategy behind something like that. They wanted the market to see it, they wanted the market to come get it, and they wanted smart traders like Jay to remember that for the future for a day like today. So there's a lot of things in there going on. So good stuff, man.
Good stuff. I had some traders in the Coach J chat in Discord actually hold some longs into that 60/40 because we've been talking about it since Wednesday. So shout out to you guys if you held that.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely. All right. So we're just kind of consolidating, chopping around right now. Got my favorite number of the week coming up in about 16 minutes. The Baker Hughes rig count. You ask, what is Baker Hughes rig count? I have no idea what it is. I just know that it comes at noon on a Friday. That means the weekend is about 3 hours away. 3 hours away. Baker Hughes rig count. It's an oil number, but
I'm just
has
pulling up
no
some stuff on my side here, Dre.
sweet.
Just pulling up Quantower again because that's where I read all my order flow stuff from.
Oh
So I just want to
shoot.
see what's going on here around these 60/40s. But if you were looking to trade something right now, what would it be? Would you go Nasdaq? Would you go S&Ps?
S&Ps typically because
Okay,
S&Ps when you're on TV, you do Nasdaq when you're on TV just because you get the action. But
tight hit, right?
either way, either one was fine today. Either one was completely fine. They're like identical chart patterns. I'm going to be looking at ES. I'm not going to lie. I had FOMO watching you guys trade this one. I don't say this very rarely. If I was able to trade, I think I would have done very quite well
So
on a day
too,
like that.
man.
Yeah, this is all screen time. I've seen this. You've seen stuff like this before, where it's just complete exhaustion of selling, and then the playbook with the Goolsby thing. I know I keep harping on that. That is not a coincidence that they trotted him out at that exact time after the number. That is not a coincidence at all that they trotted him out there to come in and talk dovish. And that just comes with experience. And now he's a voting member. That was very strategic how they did that. And once we were able to see that, they've been doing so. They would this year they would try out Kashkari this year if they wanted to reinforce Powell's statement, Fed actions. They would come out and try out Kashkari, and then when they wanted to soften whatever the Fed did, they would try out Goolsby. That's been the strategy all year. And then also on top of that, coming into the day, I noticed yesterday when I do my prep at night, there was no speakers on the docket for today. And then I hit refresh on the calendar today. I'm like, oh, 3 Fed speakers, something's going on. This was not. This was It was all very strategically planned. So
I love to say that trading is pattern recognition, and a lot of times we like to think about pattern recognition on the charts, right? It's a
yeah,
3 bar reversal, it's an exhaustion of volume, whatever it is. The pattern that you're talking about is something completely different. I don't know how many of you guys read the some of the Market Wizards books, but there's the one guy in that book. I think it's the New Market Wizards where he talks about he doesn't use charts at all. He makes his trades based on what he sees in the grocery store. And
well,
what
yeah,
what you're saying there is very similar, right? It's like, oh,
yeah.
well, they're bringing out Goolsby. Normally, when they bring him out, he reverses whatever Powell says.
He would
Whatever
soften
Powell
it.
said brought the markets down. They're bringing Goolsby up. Markets go
Right.
back up. That's a great pattern to recognize and not something that
For
you're going
sure.
to see on the charts, but could have made you a lot of money today.
Because back in July, when they paused on the rate cut back in July, they brought out Kashkari to reinforce, like, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And then the markets, tanked. And then they tried out Goolsby like a couple days later saying, all right, well, we're data dependent. Things are looking a little bit more. It's just their playbook, Fed playbook. And now that he's a vote, but something tipped me off when three new Fed speakers popped up on the schedule today, out of nowhere, so to speak. And of course, they were all on TV. They're all CNBC. So these weren't pre-planned like economic clubs and stuff. They obviously called up the producers at CNBC, like, hey, we need some airtime. When you see something like that, it's, it alerts you, alert, something's going on. Because these weren't like, typically they'll do like symposiums. They'll talk at a microphone, at a podium in front of an audience so that they all know that's going to happen. This was on the fly, CNBC, Steve Leisman on the fly interviews. So it was pretty strategic. So we'll see what happens from here. It looks like the markets are kind of chopping around sideways. So I'll look at the ES, see if something pops up.
I see some people in the chat saying that, that's pretty silly to even think about that. It could be, but
Dog,
if
I've
you
been doing this for
identify,
20 years, man. I've been doing this for 20 years, man. They've been doing this for a long ass time, man. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think the Fed talks to the markets, I don't know what to tell you. They're talking to the banks, they're talking to the markets, man. I don't know
you
what to tell you.
if you can identify a
Uh,
pattern, doesn't matter what the pattern is. All,
Come
all we need
on,
to do is try to
man.
put risk behind it and go from
Come
there.
on.
Right? We got traders that trade off of moon cycles. Sounds insane to me, but if you can make money off of it, it makes sense.
You don't think the Fed watches the markets? Come on, man. What are you talking about? CNBC, I am trading when I want to trade. Come on. That's insane. Man,
Makes
oh
dollars.
man.
It makes sense.
You must be new. Listen, man, listen. Trust me. You don't think you don't think come on. Trust me on this. Look what time the rally started. 9 o'clock Central Time. Guess who started talking at 9 o'clock Central Time? University of Michigan didn't get that party started. Come on,
Get them,
man.
Dre.
Come on. Like sometimes you gotta
Yeah,
come on, man. They no coincidence here.
right in front
Anyways,
of
let's
you.
get into it.
Yeah, we got a little lunchtime lull kind of happening here. Volume decreasing a little bit, but we're still holding. Again, if I'm getting in long, I like something near the 740s in the Nasdaq, and in the S&Ps. I'm looking at, and the 640 is really interesting.
It is. So we'll wait and see. It's not for us to decide what to do with the 640s. It's for the big fish to decide what to do with the 640s, and we're just gonna ride their waves. Again, I compare this to a lot to like surfing, right? We need waves to surf. We need waves to surf. You don't paddle, you don't try to catch every single wave that comes. We try to catch the big waves and ride it for 10, 15 seconds, so to speak. But who creates the waves in the market? It's the big boys, that 2,500 lot that Jay was talking about. We're ones and twos, all right? We don't move markets, all right? We're simply just riding the coattails of the big boys. So we're just trying to figure out what the big boys are going to do next, are going to continue to do, and we're trying to ride that wave. I'm fired up today, man. Hell, man. This is the day, dude. This day got me FOMO. Like the last 2 days, the sell off, sell off, sell off. Like, yeah, those were tricky. Yesterday was brutal. But today was just like,
In today, right?
yeah,
We
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
Andre not trading. He made some trades this morning. We talked about it.
Hey,
In
you
the
heard about
money.
the good news?
I think we got some more good news coming, Dre.
Ooh, what?
Think chat's been waiting for this a little bit. We are scouting for new traders to join Topstep VIP. Do you hear about that?
Oh, I think I did. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, you do. Take it away, driver. You
Let's
do
do it.
this.
Let's do it.
You
I'm
take it
driving
away.
this. In January, we will be drafting 10 new teams. Sign up on the check-in form linked in the chat. It will be up until 3 p.m. Central today. So we're going to post that link in the chat. Make sure you fill that out. I think this is form number 15? Is that right? 15 or 16?
Ooh, 16. Yes, it is 16. I
Form
didn't know.
number
I had
16.
to look. Yes.
Let's see how many 16 out of 16s we got in the chat. The more you're here to check in between now and January, the more entries you'll have in the draft. And again, this is number 16. Top Step VIPs are going to get 3 months in a Top Step trading combine, a 100K combine, 2 free resets each month, a private team chat room with exclusive access to your coach and special events with no activation fee when you pass that combine into an XFA. I was actually just in right before we got pulled onto here, I was actually in a VIP call with Coach Paul, just listening in there, kind of going over some of the principles of trading. So really good stuff. Fill out that form, should be linked to the top of the chat right now. And again, that's going to be up until 3 p.m. Central Time. So no rush, but make sure you get it in. And again, let us know how many 16s. Eddie's Bong, 420, 420 out of 16,
Always, always.
always. Um, we got some
Yeah.
15s.
Yeah, let's go 15s. There's usually 69 out of 15 in there somewhere. There's usually 420. Yep. It's okay. You guys all got a shot. Oh, top quiz. Some people that win the top quiz, you get a couple more bites at the apple, so to speak.
We still
Legendary.
doing? Are we doing top quiz today?
Good
Might be
question.
tricky.
Good question. I
I think I
hope we
could
could
do
get.
it.
Well, I hope we could. Most important. I really want to make sure. I'd like to get the Jerome segment in if we can.
Gotcha.
I'd really like to do that, but this isn't my call.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but yes.
Okay.
What was it?
Top quiz. We're gonna reschedule, but we may be able to still get Jerome in here.
Oh, okay. We're talking on this channel. Cool. Hey, legendary in the chat. Legendary. Don't give away the secret sauce, the secret formula. Do not give that away. You're on to me, legendary in the chat. You're on to me. Anyways, all right. 60-43 last trade in the ES. Like Jay said, 60-40s. We're not going to be here to call if we're going to go higher or lower from the 60-40s. We'll see when another influx of volume. Jay, the volume master. This guy's the volume master. He reads volume like an absolute pro. I pick his brain all the time. Delta price. He taught me about this delta price thing. I'm like, what is that delta price? Remember that conversation we had back in the fall? I'm like, go on, tell me. Form says 15. All right, well, maybe we can change 15. I'm pretty sure this is 16. Sorry, guys. We'll get it. Hey, we got a lot of moving parts today. This is
We're doing
check-in
it live.
16. Yeah, if I can assure you this is check-in 16. If the form says 15, we can edit it. We'll work behind the scenes. Appreciate you guys for noticing that. But yeah, Jay is the volume master. So right now you see volume dipping off. I got the bar charts at the bottom of my screen. So right now we'll wait for the volume to come in. And the volume is going to tell us if we want to take this higher than 60-40, look at the ES, or if the volume wants to take it lower than 60-40. It's not on our 1 and 2 lots to decide if we're going higher or lower. Hell no.
Definitely not.
Let's let the 1,000 lots, the 2,500 lots tell us if we're going to go higher or lower. So we'll sit, wait. I'll hang out with my man Jay. Oh, wait, man. How about this? I bet you didn't expect this to happen today, Jay. You thought you were done for the day. Look at this.
Not gonna lie to you, I thought I was done. I was about to go get some lunch. We're good to go. I got a drink, got a coffee here. I'm good to go. Let's do
Dude,
it.
I made some more tea, man. Yes, I am rip roaring to go, dude. All right, we know it says 16. There is an error. It's a clerical error. I can assure you it's the 16th check-in, but it's pretty cool to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone,
People in the chat knows. They know exactly.
I love it,
Trades
man.
just said it. I was like, WTF? There's no way I missed one. 16 out
I
of
love
16.
it, guys. Love it. That's so cool. All right, let's see if the ES wants to get out of. Here we go. They're gonna give it the old college try. Okay.
Just know what you're seeing here, Dre.
I'm seeing what you're seeing right now. We're just watching. I'm looking at the ladders, very, very thin. How about those 500 lots we saw fired off in the NASDAQ? That was 100, 150
I know you
points
haven't written
ago. 500 offered at 642, 300 offered at 666. Size. Again, they wanted us to see that. They wanted the market to come get it. They wanted us to see it, and they wanted us to remember that. So hook, line, sinker, it worked on us. What do we do? Those 2,500 lot. That's size. That's paper right there.
So can you see this 15-minute chart I have up here? You see this?
Yeah.
Are you flagging again?
It sure looks like that. I look on the 5. It does. It does indeed. I mean,
Should we buy it again?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, it might be too late. No, it's never too late. Can't go higher than the highs, right?
Right. It's 800 here.
Yep, I bought
a little
one.
hesitation, but
I bought a spoo.
Oh, nice.
Nice. We'll see.
What price are you get?
I am long from 60.46, 60.46 quarter, 60.46 quarter.
If you do want to share your screens, Dre, I can bring them up on my side.
All right. Let me do this after the trade. Let me do it after the trade. I'll probably take some heat on this for a little bit. 60.46. Let's see if we get the breakout happens right here, right now. Come on, market. Hook me up. You owe me after yesterday taking that short. I was right, and I got stopped out.
Man, that was such a great call.
Just kidding. The market doesn't owe me jack squat. Yeah, let's see. Working 60s to the upside. Tight stop here. Might buy none. Okay. Andre's trading indeed. I know. He's put a 1 line in just to get a feel about the upper end of this little channel we're in. All good. Hoping someone wants to take the top off the defense, as Randy Moss once did. You hear about Randy Moss, Jay?
Yeah, I did
It
hear about
it was
that. Yeah,
sad, man. That was my
yeah, it
favorite
is.
football player ever.
Yeah,
Ever, 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 ever.
it's
Okay.
tough.
It is, but yes, see if we can take the top off this thing. What do we peak at? 60, 50, 60, 50, 75, 60, 50 in the orders?
60-50 in the orders.
Mhm.
And again, it looks like we're just taking a little bit of a break here, right?
Yes, it does.
As long as this flag kind of holds, I'd say down to 15s, 60 15s. That's a lot of risk, but
I'm a little bit tired than that. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you guys
don't
can't
say
see
it.
my screen. Yeah, you can't see my screen. I'm risking. Risk reward is the math is on my side. Let's put it
There
that way.
we go.
But yeah, let's hang out. This makes for good TV. The form is fixed, Danielle says. It says number 16. If you're not, thank you. That's our fearless leader, Danielle, scrambling behind the scenes when the stream went down. Look at us. We're back online. Jay jumped in the saddle
Might
there.
have another guest coming in a little bit.
What do we got? JD?
Yeah, I think JD might be joining us here.
Nice. What happened to Moss? Moss is dying. Moss underwent surgery for cancer, man. I know, man. I know. He's battling back. He said he's a survivor, which is awesome. But man, that guy, there was nothing like that guy playing when he's on the field.
Yeah,
Dude was
seriously.
electric.
Yeah,
Rookie year, Thanksgiving Day, 3 catches, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns, man. I'll never
right.
forget that. So dope.
How many people on the playground trying to
You
moss people,
you
right?
got mossed? I know.
Yeah,
You got mossed.
yeah. That's how
Mhm.
you know you're legendary, right? When your name
Come on.
is a verb.
Yes,
That's how you know you did something.
absolutely.
A little
Absolutely.
bit of a
All right.
pullback here.
A little bit of pullback. Maybe buy some more. I guess I thought we are gonna play the breakout, but still, I like. I'm okay losing money being long today. I'm okay losing money being long.
Good.
So obviously, been nice on the on the way up, but
100 points lower.
yeah, like that Mohammed trade. I obviously I gotta bite my tongue. We see a power rail like that, you gotta be okay losing money being long. You got tight stops, so you're basically nailing the pullback. But yeah, keep it tight, keep it light. But I get it. Let's see.
I said it in the Coach J chat in Discord, but that ES long that I took was at 59.18. Just like I'm never gonna do this on screen, but that's almost like a no stop kind of trade.
Yeah, pretty
Uh,
much. Pretty
you don't
much.
ever want to do that, and that's bad practice. And I'd be ready to get out if it did go the other way, but
Mhm.
that's kind of how convinced I was about this. But got to put on a stop. Could
Yeah,
always
you
get
do.
back in.
Okay. Oh, buy one more. Let's see where they want to take this. See if they want to keep taking this. We're down about 8 points. What did I get in from? 46? I get a better price down here. Or are they going to roll this over? Roll this over. The volume's waning. Just chopping around right now. So I'll join bid. I'm going to join the bid here. All right. I'm long two now. Long two. Average price 60.41. 60.41. Average price. Risking 1,500 to make 2,300. This is real. This is live money too.
Real trades, real
Say
markers,
it.
real traders, real profits. TopstepTV, baby, let's go.
Let's
That's my
go.
best Andre. JD
That's pretty.
told us in the green room yesterday. He's like, you guys got to work on your let's go. Uh,
Vamos. Nice if you speak Spanish. Vamos. Yes. Mhm.
and yes, Andre is trading in the S&Ps.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Long from 60.41. Long from 60.41. Hoping for a bit more pullback. Me too, Lucky Cat. Me too. But like I said, I'm okay losing money being long today. I'm okay with it. You got to be on a day like today. Like I said, the shorts just got absolutely shorts. All the Bears. I was going to ask Tuckman. So when Tuckman came on, I'm like, man, I know you're a perma bull and you love throwing it in the face of the perma Bears, man. The perma Bears were dancing on, tap dancing on your grave. What do you have to say to them? What do you have to say to them today? And he was just going to MF them. He was going to be throwing pipe, but still, that was my setup. But yes, the sellers won the fight. They dominated the last 2 days. Even this morning, they dominated for a while there. So, they fought the good fight. They probably made pretty damn good money.
Yeah, sure.
And, they know the shorts, they're in the sprint. The longs are in it for the long term.
We got another guest coming in here. So
Hey,
let me
JD.
work on bringing him in. Andre, if you want to talk about your trade a little bit, I know you're just going to hold that one, but
Yeah.
let's see if I can get him in here.
Okay. Long from, yeah. It's unrealized down about $400 unrealized. We still may have a 50% recovery from that huge up. I know, Mike Garcia, that's kind of the thinking here, right? It's kind of the thinking here. 60-40, that big area, big level of importance that Jay was keeping an eye on. Wow. Man, they blew you up
JD.
there. What up, JD? Hey, what's up,
Give me
guys?
1 second on your audio, JD. We should be able to hear you now. Let's try that.
Check, check. 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty good to
Excellent.
me. Try to size this up.
Hey, what's up, guys? That's my
Hey.
best JD. This is my JD.
What's up there, guys?
There it is. Hey, what's up, guys? Nothing, just long, a little too loud in the S&Ps. Just long and too loud in the S&Ps. See if there's more momentum to the upside here. Just kind of chop around.
Looking at the ES right now.
ES, yeah, ES.
Hoag sent me a couple of charts for the morning recap earlier this morning.
5%.
Can you guess? I was just going to say, can you guess what the 5% pullback was in the ES?
I can guess because JD, he actually sent that to me and I told him to send it to you. So yes, I do know what it was. But go ahead, tell the people.
Jay, take a guess. What was the what's the 5% pullback in the ES from all-time highs?
60-40, is it?
So our low for today is 58.66. The 5% pullback price from all-time highs was 58.69. So we went through it by 3 points.
Yep.
And just bounced straight up from there.
Big money new. Big money.
5%. 5% retracement from all-time highs, bounce right off of it.
Did we see that the last time? That had to be August, right? Where we talked about, I remember we were on TopstepTV and Hoag says, hey, we're down 5%. We're not the only ones looking at that price. And then we get a bounce similar to what we saw today. We've been talking about this, during At the Buzzer. This price action that we've seen, with the sell-off on Wednesday feels a lot like July. I have the charts up here. I have the daily chart up here, JD. We had July 4th holiday, so we had a low volume rally into a high. We had CPI come out and a sell-off, and that sell-off engulfed a week of price action in the NASDAQ. And then we had something similar today. We had, this time around, we had Thanksgiving holiday, low volume rally into all-time highs. News catalyst brings us down, and it looks very similar. So I'm not calling the highs for the market for the year, but very similar price action where the following 2 days after that July 11th, we had corrective bounce to about 50% of that huge sell-off candle, and then we continued the rally, what we saw into the beginning of August. So really interesting times here. We were talking, we had some people asking questions about, is this a correction in the markets? And by definition, a correction is 10%. We haven't gotten that close, but in order to get to 10%, you need to be down 5%, right? So let's see what happens here.
See what happens here, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got some comments in the chat saying I sound like an Autobot. Is my volume? Do I sound okay to you?
I think I fixed it. So I think I had your audio doubled on my side, JD, but you should be good now.
Gotcha. Cool. Beast a lot. Has anybody seen the movie Home Alone? Never heard of it.
My favorite Christmas movie. How does that dad afford all those first-class tickets for the family? What does that dad do for a living? So afford that house.
Is that question ever answered? I know there was some trivia back in the day.
I do not know that answer.
Ricky says he wants to see that chair get thrown. Anyone know how close we are to XPX 6,000?
Good question. Nick for a tick.
I think it's like 45 points of a difference. So we got some room to the upside still.
He was a day trader? Come on. That's not all right. You guys are making OnlyFans. Come on. Oh, they're gonna sell this. Oh, you guys.
He was a day trader. He traded in the corn pit. Nice one, Boomer.
Nice one. You got me. Oh, I'm about to get stopped out. No. But yeah, I was wondering what he did do. He was not a day trader.
What are you looking at in the markets? Any trades you would think about putting on here, or kind of waiting through this consolidation?
How do you not get on the long side? How do you not wait for a pullback to get on the long side?
Here's your pullback.
Yeah, we're getting it right now. Early this morning on the opening call, like my initial bias was we gapped open
Middle
lower,
management.
gapped open lower in the ES and the NQ. So my initial bias was to look for a selling opportunity until we close the gap. We closed the
Same.
gap super fast. I mean, almost immediately. We were trading back inside value from yesterday by 9:15 this morning. And that was my other call. So I played out two scenarios in the opening call. One on the short side, one on the long side. Short side scenario was if we find reacceptance into value from yesterday, then looking to test the opposite end of the value area high at 59.85 half, which we did in like 20 minutes after we crossed back into value, and it's been nothing but straight up since then. So we are in a textbook trend day right now. I don't see any reason to favor the short side at this point. We're just looking for nice.
This is your buy.
Cheap trades to get in long.
I'm gonna buy another one right here.
If we get short, it'll show it to us, right? And the way I'm looking at this, if there is a short, there's a lot of room down. So you don't
think
have to try
so?
to.
We are
If they're
building
gonna
some
sell it, yeah.
structure. We are building
Okay.
some structure on the upside. So I mean, we could possibly, if you want to entertain the idea of it, we could get in for a nice cheap short right here because we are building some structure. But volume is petering out. I think we're sort of. Let me go down to a 5-minute chart here.
What I was saying for that short, Dre, is if there is a short in this market, there's probably a lot of room. So maybe not having to.
Who's
No,
going to be
guess-
selling here?
gu-
Here's my
guess the top
question:
of-
Who's selling here that hasn't already sold in the last 2 days? Who has
Good point.
who has enough sell volume to come in and actually run this thing down again that hasn't already done the last 2 days?
Good point.
That's my
Great
my
point.
question.
Yeah, it would be profit taking on the longs, maybe
that's not-
if anyone's selling that, and that's not going to bring us down that far.
That's not
You're
going to
right.
hammer the market.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm okay being long. Early shorts will get hammered. Early shorts are eating steak and lobster this weekend. The shorts are eating steak and lobster this weekend, man. The longs are eating yesterday's leftovers.
Just confirmation. I think everyone can hear us.
Maybe expiring.
I
Yeah.
hear people saying in the chat, we can't hear. I think the audio is good, but if it's not, let us know.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we having audio issues?
I don't think so.
Y'all
People
good.
seem to- yeah.
Thank you, Mike Garcia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we got
good.
2,000
Pullback
people
here.
back. Here's your pullback. Maybe we do sell off. Or it's one of those orderly sell-offs. Well, if we do get stopped out, if it's cool with you guys, I might go grab some lunch if it's cool with the boss. We'll
Big
see.
order just got filled here at 747 in the NASDAQ. You can see it on the tape here on time and sales. 111 lot got filled at 747 on the bid.
On the bid or offer? Or on the bid?
It was sitting out there. They sold to it. 111. So let's see if they get any follow through on that.
Okay, quad witching, fine, fair enough. I'll give you
This
that.
is where I would be looking to buy. I think we were looking at that flagging pattern kind of on the 15-minute chart.
Let me see. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Looking at I'm getting close to my stuff.
Still, Indra?
Yeah, getting close. But I'm still in.
What's your position again, Dre?
Long from 41.
Long from 41.
Not good, JD. You can get long for 29 right now if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay though. Widen the stops. I always say I should have widened my stops. Well, now we're not true.
Want to go low a day stop? I don't know if we're going back there, but it'll
I'm not
cost a
gonna
whole lot
lie.
if we got there.
I trade differently on TV than I trade when I'm not on TV.
Buy it and walk away.
There's stops. There is definitely catastrophic stops in there, but they ain't as tight when no one's watching. When it's just me and the bank account watching, me and the trading account watching, stops are a little different.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
It is funny how that works.
says it all the time, right? Where especially when we're on air, you want to try to give the best information, right? The best version of yourself as a trader. And he says it all the time. He's like, do as I say, not as I do, because sometimes you're going to take a little bit more risk. And um, I think the discretion and in being a discretionary trader is when you decide to do that. But at the end of the day, you have to have that disaster stop where if things get that bad,
100%.
I'm out, right?
And the disaster stop is something that I can still recover from the next day. When I say disaster stop, it's not I'm wiping out
Mhm.
the week. It's not that,
Right.
oh my gosh, margin. No, no. Disaster stop is you know, I can still come
Disaster
in.
stops. Disaster stops are really not meant to get filled. You should be out of a trade before you're even close to your
Correct.
disaster stop. It's
Yes.
there in case of an anomaly happens. Like
Correct.
some type of
Emergency rate cut.
an emergency rate cut. Yeah, whatever.
That
You're
was
not
wild.
watching the news. Boom, market floods.
I've seen an emergency rate cut before. That was the craziest. Yeah. Ended up going to Las Vegas later that day. Straight up.
Good out. Good
Yeah.
out.
It was like oh 08, 09. Yeah. Emergency rate cut on a Friday. I think I worked 45 minutes that day.
Andre's airport trade. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I worked 45 minutes that day. And I said, well, what's the next flight out of O'Hare? And we were in Vegas for the weekend. Many moons ago. But yes. Emergency
Back when
rate.
weed was grass.
Mhm.
60-40s.
It's held.
60-40. It's holding.
Now levels matter, Jay. Now the levels
Only,
matter.
that is the only price I'm going to quote is that 60-40 because they did something there right now. The way I think about it, and again, go hypotheticals in my mind, but imagine you were the buyer at 60-40 there, and that was a tenth of your position, and you built a lot of your inventory lower. Uh, do you continue to buy here and just push it up? Did you build enough inventory where you're good enough to say, yeah, let's keep buying and push prices higher? If not, I might try to cap the market here so I can continue to build that inventory below
Mhm.
the tip of my iceberg price. So again, just a hypothetical. I was talking like this earlier, and someone says they want to smoke with me. I don't smoke, but if I sound that way, I'm not just making stuff up. Right, I'm trying to read the volume and build a story around it.
Oh, because of that.
Yeah. Let's see. Little consolidation here. Dre's still in this trade.
Yeah. 1 for 41. Not good. You can buy 30s right now if you wanted to. I'm 1 for 41. Gosh. Not ideal. What's going on here? Yes. Thank you, Gabe. Yeah. Well, we'll see how this trade plays out. Then I'll grab some food. I'm
Mhm.
thinking
We got Robert.
Italian. I'm thinking Italian for lunch today.
Ooh, where do you go?
I go to place in the neighborhood, JD. I'm told I'm not supposed to be too specific about some spots. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the neighborhood. It's a good place.
Seeing some selling coming in here.
Yeah, we are.
Does it have the word bowl in the name?
You nailed it. My God.
Good point. Just give it away.
Yeah, man. Damn. I'm gonna get stopped out. All right.
Come on, there's only a couple. There's only a handful
couple
of
other
fast
ones.
food Italian joints
There's a
around
few.
the neighborhood.
Yeah, there's a
Andre.
Starbucks.
Andre and I only live like 2 neighborhoods apart, so
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
all the joints over by his house.
Damn, JD.
It sounds good though. Yeah.
It does. All right, I'm gonna
Good.
flatten this. All right, down $1,500. Ooh, this is gonna be an expensive lunch. All right, down $1,500. I'm gonna be back after this. JD, you guys got it for a bit. Then I'll come jump back on. Are we doing Jerome still?
Jerome's coming in. We got Coach Robert coming in 15 minutes for group coaching. We're gonna drop the group coaching form in the chat in just a couple minutes. Robert will be in there. Then yeah, Robert and I will be on for a half hour. We'll give Jay a break, and then I think we're gonna try and get Jerome in here. See what happens after that.
All right, cool. I'm gonna drop off. I'll be back. I don't give me 45. I'll be back, and I'll see you guys shortly. Hey, Jay, should I just exit out of this, or
You just exit out, and then or if you want, I could just mute you if you want to just leave it open. Up to you.
I'll close it? All good.
All right, sounds
Thank you,
good.
man. All right, see
No
you guys in
problem.
a bit. I'll give you
See
guys
you in
some
a
lunch.
bit.
I'll be back. Let's go.
Let's go. Nice little break here in the ES. So we just broke through. If you're drawing the bear flag or the bull flag on a 5-minute chart, we busted through the bottom trend line, and we're still breaking.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, did see some orders go off in the NASDAQ as well, right around 712. Pretty big selling there. So this could give us the pullback that we were looking for, right? The one thing I'm looking at, we mentioned it a little bit when we got on here, JD, the VWAP from the New York session, we were at the highs, we were 7 ATRs on a 5-minute chart away from VWAP. Um, the air gets kind of thin up there, right? Where it's like, how
Mm-hmm.
many buyers do we have to continue pushing up here? We ran up over a percentage uh, in the S&Ps, so not surprised at a little bit of a pullback here. That anchored VWAP is at 59.77. So do we get all the way back there? Maybe, maybe not. It is Friday, end of the week, last full trading week of the year. OPEX as well. Could see some interesting things going on here.
Interesting. Interesting.
Nice cheap short call earlier, JD.
That was it.
So with that cheap short,
Hindsight's always 2020 when you're just shooting the shit, you know.
of course. What would your target be on that though? If you were short, so we were talking about 750s in the Nasdaq. What would your target be? Because I always like to think about, okay, we didn't get the high tick of the trade, but if
Mhm.
there's still some room left, is there a way to get into it?
If we had a couple on, I would definitely have a run around, be targeting yesterday's high at 6,005, 6,005 and a quarter. If we get down there, good chance yesterday's high holds as a afternoon line in the sand. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense to me. So we got about 20 points.
Mhm.
Feel like a chase now.
It's definitely a chase trade on
Yeah.
the low end of this. Let me scale back out to a 15. Well, I guess we're right in the middle of this 15-minute bar. We're back inside that channel. Kind of diddling in the middle right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking a long off that bottom channel line since we just crossed right through it. This is a cheap long opportunity now. We went from a cheap short to a cheap long.
Like
Basically, you're
60.
out. This is, yeah,
This 60-20 is kind of holding here. You'd be out 615s.
I would say I wouldn't even give it that much room, like 618.
All right, I might put that on. I'm trading in a combine here again, so I'm not taking too much risk here. But actually,
Yeah, I know you guys can't see my charts,
if you want to share
but
it, JD, I can bring them up.
let
Just
me see what I can do.
share it to video. Actually, going to take a short in the Nasdaq here. Short one in the Nasdaq from 709, and my stop is at 743 right now. I might cut it before that, but I saw an order get filled right around that 712s to 720 area. So if that holds, I'm okay. If this pops back up above 725, I may just cut it before my stop. But I do like this as a potential continuation down to 675.
You are short NASDAQ right now? That's what you said?
Yep. Short NASDAQ 709s.
Let me just mark that down.
First target on this is going to be 665. Yeah, 665. All right. Trade's already in the profit. So I'm going to actually, I don't want to cut this short. So I'm going to make sure I take at least 10 points on this trade.
Mm-hmm. Nice trade.
And then give it some room to go if it's going to go. Yeah, that order that came in there at 720s kind of changed things. It's a pretty big sell side order. I'm looking at some order flow stuff over here on the right side on Quant Tower, and they sold at 720s on the way down. The market popped back up and tested it. You can see in this wick right here popped up right to 720s where a big seller came in. So just shorting off of that. Let's see here. 675 may give us a little bit of a hesitation, but below that, I'm seeing 660s. Actually, remember the orders that we talked about earlier today? We had a a pretty big order get filled at 666 and a quarter, and then another one at 642. So maybe targeting those. Uh, Worst case is pops back above 700. I'll take 10 points.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Figure out these charts in a minute. The only option I have is to if I share my screen, it's going to replace my camera. That's the option I'm seeing.
Sure. And we see some people saying, what do you mean when you saw something come in? Just like other people use Bookmap and things like that. I use Quantower for all of my order flow stuff. I'll see if I can bring up that screen just to take a look at it real quick. I'm placing all my trades on Topstep X, but I use the order flow information from Quantower. And there you go. I just got stopped out of that. Plus 200 on that trade. At one
Very nice.
point, we were up about $500, but I actually think there's still more room down. If buyers don't reclaim this 700, which I don't see on the tape at all, really anyone buying at 700. I think we have some more room down, but I'm counter the day time frame trend, which we talked about earlier. If I'm going to take any shorts, need to be quick with taking profits because we could just pop back the other way. But nice little quick trade there.
Yeah, very nice. All right, you got my charts now.
All right, cool. Let me see if I can get those up and bring them in here. JD, I'm going to try to bring them up now.
Sure, go ahead.
Go.
Yeah, you got my charts. Sweet.
We'll size these up correctly here. How's that?
Looks good to me.
Right, so show us, JD. What were you looking at there? I kind of want to get back into this short.
Oh, the trade I was looking at was on the it was more of a cheap long opportunity in the ES off the bottom bar of this little 5-minute bull flag. Wouldn't have played out. I would have been stopped out of it if I had put it on. Good thing I was fiddling around. I spent 3 minutes fiddling around with the charts and I didn't put the trade on. Probably saved me $500.
Right.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to wait and see if we can hit this 6,500 quarter, yesterday's high, and maybe try and take a long off of that. I feel like trying to short into that might just be a little too risky. I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze trying to get in now to hit that 05 level.
Get that question all the time, right? If you think it's going to drop to this level, why not short it there? Because we don't really get to decide how the market gets to where it's going, right?
Yep.
And if I'm expecting a buyer to step in around a zone, they could step in, as early or as late as they want to. So I get that. Yeah, it may hit it, but it may not be a trade. It's just a setup for the next trade.
Yeah, you might get stopped out 2 or 3 times before it actually gets to your level.
Exactly. And I'm really liking this short still on the NASDAQ here. Again, when we popped above those 700s, let's see. If we hold 720s again, I may get back into that short. Pull up my chart here. In the Quantower setup, I'll see if I can pull that up on screen just to real quick show you guys what I'm looking at over there. Just give me a second here because I may get back into this trade.
We're sitting right at yesterday's high, 21,698 in the NASDAQ.
I'm back in. I'm going to risk. I'm back in at 693, and I'm going to risk above 720s again.
693 was your entry?
693. 693. Hoping to catch some of this momentum, but let's see. I may just cut this one if it doesn't go.
Coming back to you. I should have gotten in up there at 03.
Let's see. Need to see some momentum or I'm gonna cut this. Yeah, I'm moving my stop down. If we pop back above 700, I don't want to be in this trade anymore.
Okay. Getting a little follow through. Guys, we got Coach Robert coming in a few minutes. We're going to talk through some group coaching. We don't have any questions today. I don't think we ever shared the form in the chat. Oh, yeah, we did. There is a group coaching form pinned to the top of the chat right now. If you got any questions for either Coach Robert or myself, even Coach Jay, if he wants to sit in. You should probably take a break, though, Jay. It's going to be a long afternoon.
Sure, I may step away for a couple minutes here. Thinking about this trade here. This is a momentum trade, so if it's not going, I got my finger over the flatten all button. If it wants to go without me, that's cool. I just don't see a buyer really stepping in here to push us above
Yep.
these 700, so I want to try to stay in this.
I like what you're looking at.
I took the risk. You know, I took 2 trades so far, made 200 on the first one. I'd be risking 130 on this one here. Okay, here we go. Getting a little push here. Need to see. There we go. Nice little burst of selling there. Again, target down here is going to be 666 conservative, and then below that 645, 642. Just need to see that momentum continue.
Very nice, very nice. What's the ES doing? ES is following through on that just a little bit.
Need to see some selling below the 680s. Going to take the risk off this trade completely. If I was in multiples, I would be taking one off here because the last swing low we just made, we kind of tested it and we're bouncing a little bit. So I'd be taking one off since I'm in one contract. There we go. Nice little burst there. 675. Again, I'm going to take 10 points on this if I can, at least.
Did you get that?
I'm still in. Didn't get tagged out yet. Just came up right back up to my exit. I trailed my exit down a little bit. Seeing if we get that 666, I'm gonna pull my exit down a little bit further. I just want to keep seeing some selling coming in here. 666 may give us a little bit of a bounce. There we go.
Jay, carving it up. This is the way to do it, folks.
66. So I'm going to take another 5 points on that. And then if we get the flush, we should hit 42s.
Textbook.
Yep, I'm out. Okay, so another
Nice
15
trade.
points there. I still think there's some room to the downside, but you know, I'm down on the day and just kind of carving out, you know, I was down 1100 before we started this, and I just made it 800 of it back. So could I hold that? And again, if I was in multiples, I would be scaling in and out. But I think there's still some room down. Let's see, that anchored VWAP from the New York session is down at 537 in the NASDAQ. So we may get some continuation down to there.
Mark that 537.
Let's see here. Let me see if I can pull up this Quant Tower screen real quick, JD. I just want to show what I'm looking at here. I've actually never shared this on TopstepTV. So
Careful.
giving you guys a little bit of the sauce here, showing you how it's made. But same way, you know, other people use Bookmap. It's nothing new, right? You can see the same information on Bookmap. I just like the way Quant Tower delivers the information. So let me see if I can. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. I knew this was going to happen. Okay. Give me a second. I'll try to figure that out, and I'll share it with you guys.
Yeah, take your time. Robert's going to be here in just a minute. I have the NQ up. Popping back up to yesterday's high, 21,698. You still like it from the short side here, Jay?
Not as much anymore. I wanted to because that's 666 area. That's where we saw a buyer step in on the way
Mhm.
up, and they kind of held there, right? We're holding that candle. Give me one second. I think I just figured out how I'm going to share this.
Yep.
Let me know when you guys can see my Quant Tower screen, and I'll try to size it up correctly. Give me one second here. All right, I think this is good enough. You guys can see the Quant Tower charts now, right?
Yep. I see it on
Okay.
I just pulled up
So
the
you
YouTube
see
stream. You're
these
good.
little these like blue boxes here and these orange boxes here. These are what are called power trades in Quantower. And basically what it is, I have it set to a filter. And in a 1 second clip, right? So in a 1 second time interval, I'm showing anything 400 contracts or more in the NASDAQ that get traded, right? So we can see, some of this orange box here, right? I got short at 720s. This orange box showed up here. Orange for my charts means selling. So we
Mhm.
had a seller step in here. We came back, tested that price, and this is where I'm getting short. Now, the reason I'm getting out of this trade is because we have some buyers that stepped in here earlier. We can see the same thing on the way up with these blue boxes, how blue box steps in, price comes back, tests it, and we rally from there. So this is where I'm getting out of my trade because there was a buyer here earlier, right? So now I'm talking about 666. We need to continue to sell. Um, if we don't, I know a buyer stepped in here earlier, and that's where I'm. And we had these all the way up. I took that trade in the flag earlier. We had all these orders getting filled at 21,500s. We can see that those sellers didn't take control of the market, so this gives me an area to enter that trade. Again, same information as you're going to see on Bookmap. I just like the way Quantower delivers that information, so I always have these up on the side when I am trading. But, I think we have a guest in the room. I think I hear him back there. Is that Coach Robert?
Look who it is.
Just
Uh,
turn the camera on. I got the microphone on. I'll just wait for you to pull me in if you can hear me okay.
So I can hear you, Coach Robert. I can only see your charts. I can't see your video.
All right, let me make sure it's a reshare. I do see it in the preview screen in the background.
Let's see.
Let me try something else here. Nope, I need to go back to the OBS virtual camera. There we have it.
Building the plane in the air, folks.
Doing a lot. I think we're doing all right. We're not doing such a bad job. Man, JD, this short, like, any of these pops up to 700 where we're not seeing a buyer step in,
Good for selling.
it feels like it. Yeah. I mean, and again, the risk would be above 725. So if we push back into 720s and maybe short it there, it just feels like, you're giving sellers an opportunity to come in and sell it. Again, we don't get to choose when volume comes in, but
Mm-hmm.
I like for my trades to go when I'm in them, and not have to sit in and wait. I'm always okay with getting back into one, but the longer you give them an opportunity and they don't step in, that gives the counterparty the opportunity to step in, right? So it gives buyers a chance here. So still looks decent, but may also be a great long opportunity off of this the 660 area we were looking at.
Yep. Did you jot that down, Coach Robert? We're going to be looking for a couple of trades during group coaching too. I don't think we got a single question for group coaching.
I'm sure
Nope,
they'll
we
be
did get
coming in
one.
through the chat. That's
We-
all right.
We finally got a question. And it's for Coach Jay.
Sweet.
Oh no. Lost volume. I can't hear Jay anymore.
Sorry, you should be able to hear me now. I'm setting up another video link, Robert, if you want to try to send your camera to that one.
I see
Absolutely.
Robert's camera in the
In the control room?
in the
Yep.
video green room.
Why not seeing that? I see his screen.
I don't see his charts. I just see his face.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me try to pull this in here. A lot going on here. I'll stop focusing on the markets, but that was just a good trading opportunity. Let me focus on production real quick. Let me
Yep.
see if I can get you in here, Robert.
Ready when you are. No problem. And JD, I can talk. We do have a couple of questions in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're coming in. Thank you very much, chat.
Couple about Topstep X functionality, some trading psychology. You know, we got Jerome coming on in just about a half hour. He's going to be talking heavy trading psychology. So we might pass over those questions for now and maybe direct him towards Jerome when he gets here in a little bit.
Sure, sounds good. And we talk a little bit. There we are, right in the middle of the mess in here. Hello, everybody.
What's up? Hey, Jay, before you
What's
take
up?
off for lunch, the very first question we got was for you in the group coaching
I can answer
forum.
it.
Chris says, hey, Coach Jay, what resources do you recommend using to master tape reading the way you do?
So there are a couple of videos that are in the Topstep library, Topstep Coaches Library under the Coach J tab, where we go over the kind of basics of order flow, right? I think we did a history of tape reading, right? We went all the way back to the ticker tape just to get an understanding of what it is that you're looking at. But then I would go through those videos. They're pretty short. Some of the trade examples are 10 minutes, and I try to talk through exactly what I'm seeing through the tape. But what I would say is just, spend some time with it, right? Whatever order flow tool you want to use, you're going to identify patterns in those tools the same way you identify candlestick patterns, right? So pull up a DOM, pull up time and sales next to it, and don't look at it when you're first learning. I would say don't look at it with the intentions of making money, right? Because that's further down the line. Look at it with the intentions of I want to understand what this is showing me, right? So I see an order out there. I'll see an order, on the books. I'll see it get filled, and then I want to identify a pattern from that fill, right? And then when I see that pattern repeat over time, then I can start putting risk behind that pattern. So look at it with the intentions to learn first, and then earn afterwards after you've identified those patterns.
There you go. No substitute for screen time when you're trying to learn how to read the tape, too. So make sure you get yourself in front of the screen and do the work. Doesn't come that easy for everybody.
No,
Might
it
take you
doesn't.
longer than some others, but learn by doing. That's our mantra, right?
100%. All right. So Coach Robert, do you guys want to pull up your charts here for this segment? I'm going to take out, or do we want to use JD's charts here?
I'm just ready to go. We can talk on whichever one we want. JD, how do you
Yeah.
feel? You want to drive?
Go ahead.
Chart?
Yeah, I'll drive. Pull up your charts because we got a couple of Topstep X functionality questions, and you definitely burn through those faster than I do.
Sounds good. Charts are ready to go.
Sweet.
Right. Let me see if I can get those in here. Give me a second here. I'm going to pull up JD's charts for now. I'm going to take mine out, and let's see. If I'm good to go here.
Reading through the chat. Oh, I guess my sound cut out a few minutes ago. Hoop. The question I asked Coach Jay was it came from the group coaching forum that's pinned in the chat, or was pinned in the chat. From Chris, Trader Chris asked, what resources do you recommend using to master tape reading? That was the question that Jay just answered. Hope that makes sense to you now.
Let me pull Robert's charts in here. Give me just a few seconds. I have your charts up right now, JD, if you guys want to start getting into the questions, and then I'll figure that out.
For sure.
Well, JD, about those what you're talking about with that trade when it came in, we were starting to set up, and you're going to keep an eye on that ES trade, or is it an NQ trade that you were just discussing? I can put it on my chart as well.
Yep. Jay was talking through a trade in the NQ, possibly taking a short above the 700 area, which turned out to be a very nice trade. Popped up to 710, back down towards the 80s now. 60 level has been a nice buy zone the last hour or so. So if we get back down there, possibly house account taking a snap at a long position, very cheap trade opportunity around the 60 level.
So maybe a 10-point stop on that potentially?
Yeah, potentially.
Yep.
We're approaching there now. We're about right around 80, 75, bounds between 75, 80. So if we get down there, we'll evaluate and see how it feels before we put anything on. What are you looking at today, Coach Robert? What market are you tracking? Is there any?
Well, I was keeping an eye on NQ, and I just had a couple of little small things. You know, we're going to trade unless we're on air. So any trades that I do switch to a practice account just to keep my head fresh when I'm not on air and I'm not scheduled for anything. Just to put trades on. Screen time, we hear it all the time. Screen time is the time that we need to do. And I don't care if it's practice or not. I just want to try my strategy out and make it. So I did put a few on there, up a few $100s in that account. You know, we don't want to go on practice quite a bit, but that's all it was. And to answer your question, JD, looking at NQ, and it just keeps going and going and going. And here's the irony: my trades were shorts, if you can believe it. I marked some up on the chart, and I showed them. I have them on the chart. Once we see them, you'll see where I took them, and I'll explain why. And once we get through there, but again, they were not live trades. We just got a lot going on in production these days, and that's the main primary focus. And we all know that. And everybody's doing a great job. Jay, thanks for stepping in there and everything else too. So I'll get them up momentarily, I'm sure.
Robert, try one. If you can pull your charts down and share them one more time, I should be able to get them in.
Absolutely.
NASDAQ right now chopping between that 21,700 and 660 area we were talking about. If 660s give, I think we got some pretty good room down.
Jay, I believe that's going to take me off camera for a second, so I may disappear briefly, and I'll come right back in.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I am. Yep. Be right back.
Right, sounds good.
Yep.
Right, pull myself back in here for now while we figure this out. And that NASDAQ chopping around here, we talked about the 660s, 667, exactly where we were bouncing off before. If that buyer steps in and defends that position, this could be the long opportunity back up. And I think I got Robert's charts.
Should have my charts now. Just turn the camera back on and microphone back on. We should be good to go.
It's coming in. Your video and charts are coming in on the same feed.
Mm-hmm. Is there a different link?
Yeah, I'll send you a different link.
Thank you.
Slack. There, if you want to share your charts to that one, Coach Robert, same password.
Got it.
We should be good to go.
Will do. Coming through. It does say it's being used by somebody else.
Sharing your charts through virtual camera in OBS?
No, just directly. Let me go right in here 1 second. In here, this should do it for you.
It's giving me just your charts, not your picture. So if we want to go with it, yeah, and then it goes back to your picture. So they're both coming on the same feed. I think if we want to just keep going, we maybe just go with JD's charts, or if I can leave my charts up here.
Let's just keep going. Yeah. Let's just keep going without go JD's. We only get a few minutes. We'll answer a couple of things and we know we're running thing. Hey, it's before Christmas. We got the gremlins going on there. You got my camera up there. I'd rather talk to the people on my camera right there.
Your camera's up.
It did something. We got the little background here. See, we can see it. I took a screenshot of what was going on in the background just for some giggles and shits and giggles and laughs. That's what's going on in the background right there. But JD, we get the questions up. At least let's go through a couple of those before we get Tuckman coming on here. What do you say?
I think you're on mute, JD.
I can hear JD.
You can hear JD?
Can
I can.
the
One more time, JD. There we
hear
go.
me?
Yeah, they
There
got
we
you
go.
now. All right, we're good to go. We're doing it live. I'm out of here.
We're
Thanks,
doing it
guys.
All right,
live.
thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Doing it
Appreciate
live.
All right, we got Andre and Jerome coming in about 12, 15 minutes, something like that, 12 or 13 minutes. So you got Robert and I for a few minutes. Here we're looking at a little 3-minute range in the NASDAQ. Bounced right off that bottom end of the range again. We're right back in the middle of the range. But I think if we hit the upper end of this range one more time, I might think about taking a short there. Just missed that long trade. Playing this range might be the play going into power hour. Could be a while before we see any type of breakout. It just seems slow right now. Dead volume's dropping off. Volatility's crashing. Are we going to get another leg higher? Possibly. But I don't see it happening in the next 12 minutes. So the range is what we play. Let's take a look at some questions.
One person I could talk through this Sharon message there, JD. I know we don't going to show the chart in there, but Sharon's got one on there. Just how to save the chart with indicators, and you can actually mouse over at the chart shop if you want there, JD. If you mouse over indicators, there's a little 4 square boxes to the right. If you click on that, you can save it as an indicator template. Go ahead and click. Now, what that will do is that will save. If you save it there, you name it. You can save the chart time. You can save the instrument, save the symbol, and at the bottom of that, you can see it's the indicators that are saved with it. So let's say you set up a chart for a 1 hour time frame, and you want to have a couple of indicators on there with certain settings. Like you may want to have, let's just use, we always say moving averages is simple. You want to have a 200 moving average on there. That would be a 200 daily moving average on that chart. So it's going to hold it as a 200 daily. But now you switch to a 15-minute chart, and you don't want it to be a 200. You want it to be a 100 on a 15-minute chart. So you would save that as, like, say, NQ 15 minutes. It's going to hold the indicator settings as well as the indicator on the chart that you're saving. They're called indicator templates. It's really a nice, easy, convenient way to get a quick result and quick callback on what you're using. They're saying that I'm robot. Okay, Jay got it fixed now.
I think you're okay.
Yeah.
It's right back at the lower end of this range again.
It is. I think it's looking short though, JD. I hate to go against what you were thinking, but it's just my opinion on it. I
have my finger on the trigger too.
I have my finger
on the trigger.
So far, we'll have to have some confidence going on here. I'm looking at the bottom. I have that DI plus that I like to use and DI minus. The ADX is showing the strength of a trend is increasing, and also the DI minus, the sellers coming in, is decreasing. And I'm watching the time in sales. We have more sellers pushing in. Does it mean it's going lower? No, they could be absorbed, but that's at least a direction that I was looking at. And if we say that right, we were just discussing that around 668, and here we are at 558, 557, 556. Nice little 10-point move if we were taking it. So that's just the thought that I had momentarily. It may go the other direction.
That was Coach Jay's level 60. He wanted to see that 60 hit. And then another rotation, we bounced right off of it. Back inside of our little range, trading 72, 71 and a half last. So putting that on from the long side would have paid. Both sides would have paid there.
Both sides would have paid. Yeah, absolutely. That's how we do it, right, JD? That's how you do it. When we were talking about it, I literally would have went short there, taken 10 points out of it. And where you were looking to go long, what Jay said long, he would have taken long, we're right back up 10 points again. And that is how it works. That's trading. Everybody's different the way they look at things. And sometimes you're both right in opposite directions. It's a wonderful thing.
Richard Harris, do not short, he says. I can never tell when Richard Harris is joking, though. So you're going to have to put some more context into that statement if you want us to listen to you on this one, Richard. Thank you for your participation.
Absolutely. Richard's in there all the time. We appreciate you, buddy.
Getting quite a few messages. Hang on a second. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, still breaking just a little bit. Don't worry, Richard. We are not getting short just yet. Jason wants to know, why does the anchored VWAP move during different time frames on Topstep X?
Good
What's the
question.
explanation for that?
Yeah, and he's talking about the anchored VWAP. So that the one that starts at the beginning of the session is going to change. You have to make sure you scroll back to the beginning of the session so it captures all that data. And as you're going through the day, if it moves off the screen, you just got to do a quick look. Just grab the price, the time at the bottom x-axis. Just drag it over. It'll recalculate and drag it back. It's not optimal. We know that that's a bug in there, that it should go automatically. But it just right now, you just have to do it so it captures all the data. So slide the price over, move it back for the session VWAP. The reason that the anchored one can do the same thing is if it goes off the side of the chart to the left-hand side, so you can't see it anymore. But here's the second piece. It was talking about different times, right? It's calculated on close. So if you're looking at, let's just say, let's go real big. Let's say we have a 15-minute chart and a 5-minute chart. Well, if you're looking at a 5-minute chart, and let's say the anchored VWAP, let's just say it's 21,600. Call it 600 for making it easy. And the 5-minute VWAP is at 600. Now, if it's 7 minutes later, 8 minutes later, 9 minutes later, it's still going to show there until the candle closes. But what happens if it's 9 minutes later, I don't have my second 5-minute candle close, and I switch to a 15-minute chart? Well, now you're only 9 minutes into a 15-minute chart, so it's going to look at the close of that candle as well. Are they far off? No, they're not far off. And if you're looking at something like the NQ, if you're off by a tick or two here and there, or even a point or two, I wouldn't put too much stock into it. It's a stock, no pun intended there, but I wouldn't put too much stock into it because you can get things slippage on that. By the time you make the entry, by the time you get filled, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just look at a VWAP and say, is it over or under? And if we throw it on a chart, you can look and say, look at every time it hits VWAP. Is it always to the tick? No. If it's off by a little bit, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But that is the reason, to answer your question, as to why. So yes, just scroll the chart back a little bit so it captures the beginning of the VWAP where it starts, and bring it right back again, and you'll be totally fine. And keep in mind that it closes, calculates on close. So wait for the candle to close, you'll get the most accurate pricing. And one more thing to add to that, JD, is our friend Brian Shannon with the anchored VWAP and VWAP in total in general. Open, high, low, close, divide by 4. I believe the default is high, low, close, divide by 3. He likes to use open, high, low, close, divide by 4. I agree with that statement.
Make sure you jot that down. Open, high, low, close, divide by 4. That's what your anchored VWAP setting should be at. Thanks for talking me out of that long, Robert. Look at that. Right back to the top of the range.
Never listen to me. I was in a short and out, right?
Here we are right at the top of the range again. Do we continue to play this range? Richard Harris is still saying don't get short. Let's see what happens here.
Just as a reference, JD, we have the point of control is 21, roughly. I'm just mousing over it. 21,752, roughly. That's the point of control. And we are in a low volume area, a very low volume area right now. And that low volume area stops at 41. So if it's going to push up, my feeling is we're going from where we are. If it continues, probably around, the point of control area starts to make its way back up again. So yeah, if it's, if you want a long, I'd let it come back a little bit and jump back in. I would support that idea. DI Plus is coming up. ADX is traveling up.
There we go.
What a Friday. What a Friday.
What a Friday indeed. We got the tech gremlins. We're still putting on a good show for you though, guys. We're here. We're not going anywhere. King Richard warned you guys not me. Thank you, Richard Harris. Richard wants to be our backup dancer one day on the stream. Just I think we compared him to the guy from the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, who he doesn't play an instrument, he doesn't sing. His only job is to dance around on stage while the band plays. What a great job! Richard Harris could be our guy doing that.
Yeah, that's what did he say? Pixar, it didn't happen, or video, or it didn't happen.
Pixar, it didn't happen. Well, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, someone asked Douglas PC has to call out at certain levels. For ES as well. I'm not an ES trader per se, but I can certainly help out. I'll scroll back over. Point of control on ES is, again, I'm just eyeballing 60-40 is point of control. We just came out of another low volume area, and that area was between 60-20 and 60-30. We're now last trade of 60-21. There's a peak there. We have a little resistance below there, a little consolidation from 60-11 to 60-15. If it holds, it might be a good opportunity to take a long there. If it breaks, there is some real estate going all the way back down to 6,000. I'm looking at 1,000 tick chart on ES. So those are the numbers here, Douglas. That's for you. If you want to call it for the ES. It's just what I'm seeing based on technical analysis. My knowledge, I'm not a huge ES trader, but doesn't mean it doesn't work.
A decent little pullback back to yesterday's low, 21,698 in the NQ. Now we're trading back up to the top end of that little range. This has been the play. We got Jerome coming in just a few minutes for all of you trading psychology buffs out there. If you got a question, they're probably going to be reading off the chat. So that might be your medium for asking questions, or you're just going to talk. I really don't know what the since we lost the stream, I don't know what the format's going to be for this next segment. But Dr. Jerome is going to come in and talk.
Dr. J, we do have a couple in there. Yeah, we do have a couple in there, JD, that we can hand feed them if have access to this forum. I will be actually jumping on chat after this, so I can help guide a few things. We can pull a couple questions out of there as well. Super nice guy. He was on yesterday.
He was. Made a couple grand trading. He's up again today. Last check-in we got him, he's up like $3,600, something like that.
Yep, 34.55. Good memory. 34.55. Yeah, excellent.
The man knows his stuff, and he's happy to share it.
I saw JD earlier on the tilt. At one point, we are at 80% long on CL. I put it in the chat to have not the chat, the Slack, to have Andre Caldwell. Hey, we're 80% long NQ. He's like, you sure? I see 50. I'm like, yep, you're right. It was CL. But when's the last time you saw 80% in the direction on CL? We have a lot of traders jumping in on ES and NQ all the time, but 80% long on CL earlier today. And that was right around maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock Central Time, and it was around 69.20. It's 69.62 right now. It did nothing but go up at that point. Wasn't that beautiful? So traders who took that were in that at CL at that time with those 80% on long got paid, my friend. They got paid. You're talking up 60 cents on CL. That was good. Hopefully Deanna got it.
Pretty sideways all week in crude oil. We're trading in range and in value from yesterday and from Wednesday.
Sounds like a repeat of gold, doesn't it? I mean, how are you tired of talking about the range in gold yet, or what? We see that all the time.
We started breaking out of that range earlier today. Let me pull up the gold chart.
Pull it up.
Or earlier this week, I should say.
We're still hovering. Last trading price, 2647.5. 2647.5 is last trade coming through on GC. It looks like that was pretty much up day also. It had a high, if I mouse over this here, it had a high of 2653.8 was the high of GC today. Pulled back a little bit, and now we're halfway back to where it was. Isn't that brilliant? I am horrible at trading gold, JD, but it is one of those that does respect levels, just like some of the other ones. Yeah, it really does. I'm looking at 2641.3, which is where it pulled back to. That was the high of the day before, and it was the resistance area of 2 days prior to that. And it was resistance 2 days prior, and then it was resistance support. So let me say that again. It was resistance yesterday, the high, 2640, 2640.9 to be exact. But that was also support from the day before, December 18th. Can you believe that? So it does respect those areas. I'm still bad at it.
Gold is back through our weekly kickoff low, trading back inside that range. Let's check back in on the NQ. Trade at the bottom end of that range again. We're respecting this range right now in the NASDAQ.
Are you going long? Are you going long, JD? I'd support a long right now if you're in. You want to take 10 points long?
You would support a long right now.
Yep.
Let me load
Let's
one.
put a long, and the stop I would support about 53, roughly 53, because that's below that next drop down in case you know how the NQ works.
House count long, 69.5. Stop at 53. Was that what you're
Like up
saying?
a little bit.
Risk
That's what
53?
I would say. Yeah. 53. Yeah, 653. Now we don't know. It may break the bottom of this, but who knows? But that was just a long that I would support in that area. Because if it goes below, you know how the NQ likes to play around like that. It might go down by a point or two and tick us out.
A little minor liquidity grab, and then
Yeah.
and then
I would see a target of
rotate
around
right
80.
back into range.
There's a high volume node around 684. I would say it has to get through that area to keep going. So I'd probably pull it out at 684. Just a short little trade. While we can do something, looks like Jay's coming back in, and we're waiting for Jerome to come in.
I see Andre in the green room. Oh, coming for us.
Yeah, it is. Wait, that stops 53.
Stop at 53.
Okay.
Misses by a couple tickies, but I think it's coming for
54.
us.
Yeah, it may come for us. We'll see. If it does break below, we're talking around hitting around 50 or so. Low volume area. I love watching that low volume area, but we do see DI plus coming up a little bit. We'll see what happens. We get the trade on. We get our risk on there. We get our target ready to go, and we just want to sit and wait and see what happens.
Yep. Not risking a whole lot on this trade. Not looking to make a whole lot on this trade either.
Nope, not really. There's a question about the algo thing that we made in Ninja from Roberto. Asks if the algo bot would consider this a 5-minute 3-bar reversal on the NQ. Would it consider it a okay? Let me go to the 5-minute chart and I'm going to look and see if it's a 3-bar reversal. I
don't know if I call that a 3-bar reversal.
Not on a 5-minute. No. Even if you're talking about 3 candles back, not the current candle. If you're talking about we have a down candle, an up candle, down candle, I don't see that at all. It would be if this current bar that we're on with 48 seconds left closes to the downside, it would consider that a 3-bar reversal short. But the way that I have it set up personally is that middle down bar would need to have a longer wick, meaning the wick on the downward bar on the 5-minute chart NQ previous bar would need to have a wick more than 50% of the opening close of that candle. That's when I consider that a downward. That's me. You can check those settings and set them up to your own likings. And that's that Ninja Trader 3-bar reversal bot that we built free of charge. Take the code, no coding involved, just install it, choose your settings. And it is in Discord in the coaches area where you see all the coaches stuff. Jay's got some great stuff in there also.
Excellent. Thank you, Coach Robert. Big shout out to Dolby Time if he's listening. We'll talk more about that in a minute. I shouldn't have jumped the gun there. I just saw a post in Slack. All right. Trade's not really going anywhere right now.
Oh, I saw that post too there, JD. I did not know that. We will let him. Yeah. Oof. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm keeping my mouth shut on that one for sure. I did not know that. If he is listening.
I didn't know that was going on either. But
nope.
That's a Friday. That's what you do on Fridays in Chicago.
It's exactly right. That's why I left before Friday. Who can reveal? Who can reveal it? Danielle is giving us some. She's giving us some code.
We'll have to get Jay in here too. We'll need Jay if we want to show any images, but I think Dolby just eloped, and
we're gonna share it. We're gonna share it. I'll bring him in. How are we doing, guys? JD, you're in a trade?
In a trade right now, along the bottom of the range, and the NASDAQ hovering right below the bottom of the range right now. In the money by a couple tickies. Nothing to write home about just yet. I want to put an offer in up at.
Do you have those images, or do you need them?
I have them. Let's see if I can bring them in.
Sounds good. You know what's kind of funny, JD, is we were just talking about ranges, and then Dobie posted.
Yep.
Can't keep that guy away from the ranges.
See what I can
JD,
do
here we
here.
are. How's that trade going?
We're still in it.
Target?
09.5. Let's see how far this can go. Trying to get those images up.
If JD, if you're sharing your screen, you can drag it right over. All
So
right.
shout out to
Oh.
Mr. Nick Dolby. Congratulations to you. And if you're wondering what we are talking about, this should be the image, but it's not coming up here. Give me 1
I
second.
don't see your screen. I don't see your screen, Jay.
Hold on. We got it. Doing it live. Remember, chat, I'll size this up so
We're
we
doing
can
it
see it.
live.
Get us all out of here.
This is all
Take a
improv,
guess.
guys. This is
All
all
improv.
improv.
We'll keep zooming out here. Congratulations to Mr. Dolby. And his
Oh, there we
bride. There you
go.
go. Mr. Dolby. That's what you do in Chicago on a Friday. You get married. Dolby
getting
just
it
sent a
ready.
message to us in the chat. Said, sorry again,
You
There
I
it
missed
is.
today.
You
Was a
don't
little
call
busy.
anybody. You don't call anybody. You don't tell anybody. You go straight to City Hall. You go in the basement. You see the judge. I did the same thing. It was perfect. And we're stopped out.
And we're stopped out.
Awesome stuff there. Congratulations to the Dolbys.
To the Dolbys.
The Dolbys.
Wait, didn't he take her name, or am I mistaken on that?
Oh.
I am totally kidding about that.
I don't know about that one. But I think we have a
I can totally see that, though.
I think we have another
Excellent.
guest. Well, we did just have a guest in the green room. I think we're going to take a little bit of a break here.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little bit of a changeover. See, we just got stopped out on that trade. The NASDAQ kind of pushing into the lows here. I was thinking about that 642 area, which we haven't gotten to yet, but it looks like that's where we might be headed. But let's get into a break real quick. We'll do a changeover. Thank you guys, as always, for jumping in here. Great stuff. And we go to the next segment. Anything you guys got before we go?
For sure. Nope. I see Jerome in the back right now. You guys are gonna have a great time for the next hour.
Awesome.
So
thank you very
Robert
much,
and I-
Jay.
yeah.
Looking forward to Jerome. Sorry, Jay, I thought you were done talking. I'm going to jump in chat and get everybody out of here. Thank you very much. You guys can sign out.
Yep. Catch you guys in a little bit.
5-minute break. Do you need to share screens at all? Do you want me to just have charts up in the background? Okay, so we'll just leave a chart up in the background. Do we need to, Dre, you think it would be good if we can go a full screen of Jerome at some points? Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. We are all very, very excited for this segment. We're going to call this Psychology, Motivation, and Strengthening Your Belief System. We got Dr. Jerome in the house. Yes, he is a doctor. You may have seen him joining us on Fast Markets. Was number 24 on the big board. He also made a cool $3,500 today, but that's not the important part. Without further ado, I'd like to hand it over to the doctor. Dr. Jerome, thank you so much for doing this. Please tell us what we are going to discuss today.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me again, Topstep. Hope everybody had a great week and day. Today, we're going to speak about a lot of stuff. It's going to be rich, intense. It's going to go through psychology, motivation, belief system, brain stuff, and also, of course, trading. So that's going to be, I hope, valuable information you'll be able to use in a lot of aspects in your personal life, professional, and also in your trading journey.
Excellent. Please, without further ado.
Awesome. So yeah, we are gonna ISO on Jerome. Jerome, we're gonna clear out of here, but we'll be here in the background to feed you any questions. But take it away.
Wonderful. So again, thank you very much for having me today, and thank you for taking time to attend this session to the viewers. I genuinely appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get in. How many of you have ever felt like your mind, not the market, was the biggest obstacle to your trading success? Have you ever felt like fear paralyzing you, emotions causing you to exit too soon, or hold onto a loser for too long? It's important to be aware about these things because that's where growth begins, right? Awareness. And awareness is not just about identifying problems. It's the first step in transformation. And today, I want you to do something very hard for each and every one of us, myself included, with no exception. After this long and wild trading week and day, I would like to ask you to concentrate for a little extra time to immerse yourself in this moment and to open your mind to new possibilities and focus. Because what I'm about to share with you isn't just psychological or motivational talk, it's a scientifically grounded approach to mastering your brain for success and trading success. And if we have a deal, let's get in right now. There is a lot of intention today into the message that I want to deliver, and it's in my intention to provide for you enough organized thinking to make you think and to make you recognize the absolute miracle that lives in each one of us. And I'm going to try and make links with trading, but you will understand these concerns life in general. Perhaps you already pondered the question, and I'm going to start with rediscovering who we really are. If you ever pondered the question when you say I, who are you speaking of? Who is the I in each of us? And it is that I which is really the creating genius and power of everything you do in life. See, because that I is not matter, it's not your physical body. It's what we could call a spirit called soul, and in such a way to understand it so you can get your connection to divinity, that you are already participating in that divine energy that created this universe. So what does that mean? See, all creators out there, they just seem to do their natural thing without having too much choice about how they do it, right? They are programmed. It might sound stupid to some, but if you look at all the fruits and vegetables and trees on the planet, you recognize something simple. Why does an apple tree gives apples this year and not oranges the next one? Well, when you look at the whole universe, there's only a number of simple elements that comprise everything we see, right? But when you look out into the universe and you realize our galaxy is one of billions of galaxies and billions of planets, always extending out further. So what is it? Well, if I can recognize that my body is a transitory state of being, and I recognize and adapt to all people, then you do feel there's something beyond simply this life, right? Being born is being the leader that won the race amongst millions spermatozoa. Being born is shouting, I am, to the world and your desire to grow in it. Then why do we live as such cowards, denying our power? And that brings me to the next thing. And that is, our self-images are terrible. You need to free yourself to become the great that is in you. The self-image prescribes the limits of possibilities for each and every one of us. What we truly think of ourselves is controlling everything in our lives. Every behavior and thought is consistent with what you really hold yourself to be your self-image. It is brought about by our belief system, the belief system. And where does this belief system comes from? Well, it comes from our childhood, doesn't it? It's given to us. And if someone says to you, you're stupid at a young age, I bet you go through life believing you're not academically inclined to be very bright, and you will prove it. Because the way the mind operates is it's gonna deliver to you exactly what you ask for. So if your belief is you're not capable, then you'll have plenty of evidence in your life validating that belief. Let me ask you something. What if the truth is that you are really, really powerful? Then maybe you need to forgive some people in your past that may have convinced you you're not. Maybe it was a parent well-intentioned. Maybe it was a teacher who perhaps didn't like you, or a brother or sister or friend or a boss that gave an opinion to you that you bought and lived it out. You know, we are very clever beings. Sometimes we don't want the truth because it will compel us to change. So we keep hiding the truth. The nice thing about this is it's never too late. Ain't that nice? It's never too late to be reborn. It's never too late to start again, right? So when I look at the self-image and I understand now it's built upon the belief system. Whose belief system? Yours. You bought the story. You bought the opinions of others about you. You bought it all. And then you become what you bought. Then why not try buying a new truth? That you are a miracle waiting to happen. What's wrong with that thought? It might change your experience of life this day forward. That's what's right about it. Let's start with a simple question. Have you ever stopped to observe your beliefs about trading? What do you truly believe about your ability to succeed? Are those beliefs empowering or are they holding you back? These beliefs are not just like abstract ideas. They're deeply printed neural pathways, synapses that dictate your decisions. The brain's DMN, it's the default mode network, plays a central role in this whole process. The DMN governs your internal monologue. You know this chatter in your mind that replays past mistakes or project future fears? This network is particularly active during times of uncertainty, like when you're deciding whether to enter or exit a trade. It often pulls you into loops of self-doubt and hesitation. What if I fail? Or what if this trade wipes out my account? What if I lose my profit? But let me tell you something. These loops are not reality. They are mental patterns shaped by past experiences. And you know, Neuroscience tells us that the brain is plastic. We know about neuroplasticity, right? Meaning these patterns can be rewired. And this process starts with awareness. When you catch yourself in a negative loop, you sort of activate your PFC, your prefrontal cortex, the part right here. It's the logical and decision-making part of your brain. And that's where begins the process of breaking free. And every time you let fear dictate your trading decisions, you are reinforcing the dominance of the amygdala, the brain's fear center. But when you approach the market with a clear plan and confidence in your abilities, you engaged the DLPFC, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, which supports rational thinking and strategic action. And I believe understanding this dynamic is the first step toward taking control. Because every individual at some level has been dealt a winning hand. Maybe not in similar condition, not similar environment, but a winning hand in the condition they were in. And the problem I found is too many people stop developing, stop growing personally, stop building themselves spiritually. And they expect life is going to be good to them. That's not how it works. Sorry about that. So the self-image will only be improved when you develop new beliefs about yourself. So in order to improve my self-image, I must take on new behaviors that make me understand a new belief about myself. That means I must step out and do that which prior to now was uncomfortable to me. I need to break change. When I do it, I conquer. And I conquer the one that always needs to be conquered. And let me tell you, it's the one in the mirror. And in the past, we had Aristotle debated this many times with Plato. And both came up with the same conclusion. The biggest struggle and battle that a human being is going to have in life is to be able to conquer themselves. We're afraid of everything. Have you noticed? Which gets me to how we think. And I will suggest that very few people really think, meaning a lot of people like what we call cognitive dissonance. Most people keep rearranging old ideas and going through life with the same ideas. They don't like new ideas because we're kind of cool, good, comfortable, not having to grapple and struggle with the big questions in life. So we sit there and our brains literally is drowned in antiquity. And we wonder why we are not growing. We are wondering why our relationships are not alive. Well, perhaps a great part of us is not alive. But what about the human mind? We believe there is a conscious and an unconscious one, right? And the way I personally see it is a way that is well known, is the thinker thinks, that's the conscious mind, and the prover proves, that's the unconscious mind. So what does the prover prove? The prover proves what the thinker thinks. So I think a thought. I'm the creator of that thought. The stimulus out there that provokes my mind to think, I have to give an interpretation and meaning, right? So what if the filters that you're looking through declare what that is you're seeing and understanding? Let me explain. All the filters of your background, all the influences of your education, all the influences of your religion, all the influences of what you think about yourself. You have 1,000 filters in front of you before you even declare what is it you thought of. But you think a thought. And then you have a feeling or an emotion. And the combination of those two will lead us into a behavior, which over time become our habits of thinking and reacting. Put those together, then you have the circumstances which you call your life as it exists now. So if you want a new life, a new beginning, something that you really want, you must change your thinking. Because this is this thinking that has us where we are at now. And trust me, that is one of the hardest things for people to get. They want to look every place else but here, in the mind. Who thinks your thoughts, if not you? Who creates the interpretations of what you think to give it a meaning in your life but you? It is obvious that we each create our own reality from our thoughts. And Dr. William James, one of the fathers of American psychology, said that a human being can alter their circumstances of their lives by altering their attitudes of minds. Hear it again. Can alter the circumstances of their lives by altering their attitudes of minds. If you hang around with negative people, you will be infected. Because see, negative people, it looks like life is easier when you're negative, right? Even though you're miserable, because you can be a critic. They know everything but what to do. They know what's wrong with everything, but they are not solution-oriented. Leaders know what's wrong, but they are solution-oriented. So ask yourself, who are you? How do you operate? What improvement could you make so that you could be the kind of person that people would want to be around? See, your self-image is the key of your success and of your trading success. If you see yourself as disciplined, confident, and capable, your actions will align with that identity. But if you see yourself as impulsive or prone to failure, those beliefs will manifest in your behavior. And you know, your self-image is stored in the brain as a network of memories, emotions, and beliefs. But what's good is that these networks are not fixed. They are malleable. Remember neuroplasticity? This means you can reshape your self-image through intentional effort. The process begins with identifying the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Let me give you an example. Perhaps you've told yourself, I'm not good at sticking to my plan. This belief becomes like a prophecy, reinforcing the networks, the synapses correlated with inconsistency. But when you replace it with a new belief such as, let's say I execute my plan with discipline and back it up with consistent actions, that's when you begin to rewire your brain. Thinker thinks, prover proves. Commit to one discipline building habit this week, for example, just one. Maybe it can be journaling every trade or setting a strict stop loss and sticking to it. For example, whatever it is. Each time you follow through, you will create a new synapse, a new neural pathway, strengthening the others associated with your desired identity. See the chain, you start to understand the path, and over time, these small actions compound. And trust me, they will transform your self-image and your results, not only in trading. And let me tell you something. Your thoughts are not just moments of consciousness. They are vibrations, electrical signals we can measure. And everything I'm telling you, I didn't invent anything, right? That's what we discovered. I'm just sort of not even messenger. I'm just sharing what I've been taught as well. And these signals, they shape your reality. When you think, I'm going to fail at this trade, your brain activates the amygdala, releasing stress hormones like cortisol. And this physiological response impairs your ability to think clearly making fear-based decisions almost inevitable. Now imagine a different scenario, a different story. You think, I've prepared for this trade and I trust my process. I'll follow my plan. This thought activates the DLPFC, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, and that enhances clarity, focus, confidence. Your thoughts are like votes for the person you want to become. Your thoughts are like votes for the person you want to become. The more you align your thinking with discipline and resilience, the more your brain wires itself for success. When you change your thoughts, you change the neural architecture of your brain, creating a reality that aligns with your goals. So the thinker thinks and the prover proves. Thinker thinks, prover proves. I can do this. That's the thinker thinking. Guess what you will do? You will absolutely prove, because you will attract circumstances and people to you to validate the thought. So who created the result? You did. The thinker thinks, the prover proves. Oh, I can never get up and speak in front of thousands of people on TopstepTV. Why? Oh, that's just not me. Really? Who made up that rule? You really believe you can't speak? So let me tell you what's going on. You are afraid to have people judge you. But let me tell you something. They have been judging you all your life. Let them have at it. You're afraid because you don't want to have anybody ridicule you. Oh, I can't stand it. How about rejection? Isn't that a wonderful thing? People will orchestrate their entire life out of 1 or 2 episodes of rejection. But what is rejection? Rejection is an opinion of someone else liking you or disliking you, agreeing or disagreeing. Whoa, big deal. Whoa. Who do we think we are that everybody should love us, right? What I mean by that is when you talk with people and you get to know them, they always talk about yesterday. And when people are having problems, they always go back to beat themselves up, as if they could undo and change what happened. And in their mind and imagination, they actually create themes and movies of what have I done that, I done this and that, and you spend an awful moment of time thinking about that. You know the famous shoulda, coulda, woulda in trading, for example. Every time we lose, we become professionals to say, oh, I wished I were more patient to enter. Oh, I wished I entered with less size and added here, or I didn't over leverage so I don't get liquidated. Oh, I wished I took profits here when I saw the candle doing this and that. Guess what that leads to? The first cousin to anxiety is depression. So you go into depression and depression says, oh, you need a little more anxiety. What about tomorrow? Aren't we always worried about tomorrow? That we fail to live today? For me, life is a moment by moment experience called now, nothing else. You're living now. So I'm asking you, when is the right time to make the changes you need to have the full life that you deserve? Now! See, people are always waiting for something else. New Year 2025, my birthday, my degree. Why don't you get it? It's now. Now I am powerful. Now I forgive everybody who ever messed with me because I want to be free. Can you say it? Oh, yeah, but I can't do that. That's another rule you made up. Why? You want to be right that they're so wrong? Why don't you understand something? If you were them, think about it. You'd probably done the exact same thing with the same mind and would have come with the same behavior. So forgive them so you can be free yourself. And there's something else about forgiveness. If you don't forgive yourself or whatever mistakes you made in the past, You do not have the gift to give to someone else. So forgive yourself. Now, here's what a lot of people do in our industry. What I noticed. Something's not going right, and then all those people who are begging for excuses, just begging for, oh, that's the market, that's Jerome Powell, it's the broker, it's the platform, it's this and that. So here goes the chatter boxes. So Mr. Negative meets another Mr. Negative, and pretty soon you got two. And within no time, you will see that little group chatting about what's wrong, and they don't have a clue about how to run a corporation. But they're gonna tell everybody how it should be done. Got any people like that? My advice is to stay away from people looking for excuses to fail. They are people who never stood up and took command of themselves. It's always somebody else's fault, projecting everything that's wrong someplace else, like the grass is greener somewhere else. Now just look at life. People who are negative like that, is not their life a reflection of all those thoughts? That's all you need to do. When you meet an individual who's, let's say, uplifting, a joy to be around, on the go, moving, vision oriented, do you notice the difference? The way they walk, the way they talk, the way they carry themselves? And you think they are just fortunate, special. No. They built themselves special. They took their God-given gifts and went to work with them. They didn't want this experience of life to just be a dumping ground. No matter where they come from, there was something great they could do, and you bloom where you're planted. Everybody has an opportunity for greatness in their own environment, let me tell you that. The thing is, we get trapped to the ether of the environment, and it takes courage to stand up and say, this I will not participate in. I have command of me, not you, not her. I have command of my spirit and my mind, and I'm going to do the right thing. Our word. Do you have any idea of how powerful your word is? When you speak, it is such power. And for me, the way I see it so far is that the best people in trading, in my humble opinion, are those who take a firm conviction in their heart and mind and convey that conviction with a style into the market. It's so powerful. And they let it be whatever it's going to be. So it's transferring a conviction from your analysis to the market. That's what I'm sending off. I'm sending off how confident I am, how much I believe, why I believe. And my opinion is that at Topstep, we got incredible leadership, wonderful people. And if you're new here, I hope that your experience with us is positive and that you can leave here with some value beyond trading, that you can leave here with ideas, a sense that somebody is trying to do it right, some people are gathering to make it well, and that you feel warm about the experience. You might have to think long and hard before you close the door on this, right? Because we plan to do it right, and we plan to lead you in the right way, and we are leading the way. We will never be perfect, but we are all a work in progress. And what I learned so far is that progress is the result of dedication, commitment, and persistence. But remember, every one of us has an aura. You have an aura, and some people can see them. That's scary, huh? But we all give off an emanate light, either bright or not so bright. But it is a true reflection of what is inside of you. So anything of the outside of you was made manifest on the inside of you. So the left brain has brought us a long way, but has left the right brain sleeping. The creative part of us, the part where new thoughts and ideas are born. like 1 + 1 = 2, but creativity acts as though it is impossible to fail, and you won't. Act as though it is impossible to fail, and I promise you that you won't. We live in faith every single day, don't we? When you come to a red light, you stop. You have belief that those who have the green light, they go. But when you come to a green light and you travel through, you have faith that those at the red light are stopped and you go right through. When you go eating at the restaurant, you don't think about being poisoned. You have faith that the food is going to be nutritious and well prepared. You have faith. And yet, when it comes to faith in yourself, the most powerful being ever put on the planet, but we were given the power of intellect, which meant we have the power of choice. You and I have the power of choice of what we want. So I want to leave you today with a couple of thoughts, and one is a thought of love. And I believe that love is the cement of everything that works for the benefit of humanity. And the lack of it is the cause of our problems. And so we do all of this in the space of time. Time. We are the only beings to give a damn about it. The universe don't care. God don't either. God just is. We are the ones stuck in this three-dimensional experience in which time seems to be everything. But let me give you a new look at time. It's now. It's now. 10 seconds from now, you will have another now to make your contribution, to make your changes, to be the best person you can be. So quit looking away from now. Do it now. And as we come to the end of this session, I want to leave you with a powerful truth for me. You are not at the mercy of the market or your emotions. You are the architect of your trading success. Your brain, right here, is your greatest asset. Master it. And there's no limit to what you can achieve. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Let go of the limiting beliefs that will no longer serve you. And today you can decide to take control of your thoughts, emotions, actions, and yourself. So here's a simple challenge I have for you. Write down one step. Write down one step. Just one. You will take today to reprogram your mind for trading success. It could be adopting a visualization practice that I can share later. I prepared a visualization exercise. If we got time or for another time, I can share it. That can be journaling your trades. That can be challenging a limiting belief on yourself. Whatever it is, commit to it. Write it down and please act on it. Remember, the market doesn't define you. Your mindset does. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your love, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Strom. Are we in, Jay?
We are in. We are live. Hopefully you guys can hear us. But Dr. Jerome, Dr. Jay.
Yes, man. Absolutely. Amazing stuff. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone. We will clip that and we will isolate that and we will post that again. Everyone, please give a great big thank you to Dr. Jerome for doing that. That was very profound and deep. There's some things that are more important than the markets, and this was definitely one of them. Do you have time for a couple of questions, Jerome?
Yeah, sure. I just popping the chat. I hope you guys liked it. I don't know how
goodness,
50 minutes I'm in time. Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure.
Man. Absolutely. Jay, if it's cool, I got a couple questions that we collected while he was talking. Okay, Dr. Jerome, A couple questions. Here's one that kind of resonated with me. Can you talk about ways that someone with ADHD or lack of focus that gets bored and just wants to get into trades, even when a strategy that doesn't exist? What are best ways and practices that we can do to help us like maintain focus and not get distracted and just kind of just want to, what are ways to help us focus and maintain discipline? Exercises, perhaps.
Okay, so first, thank you. Very interesting points. There's a couple questions in these. So chronologically, let's take the first one. Let's say somebody has attention disorders or deficiencies and struggle, if I get it well, to find themselves into their trading journey, right? Is that correct?
That's how I understand it, yes.
So the first step I see, and I've been through it, right, is you need to find yourself in trading. And I've spoken about that, and I will keep speaking about that. You need to find not your edge, your personality edge in trading. What does that mean? Are you aggressive? Or are you passive? Can you wait for hours? Do you need to hit profit or stop loss within 15 minutes? Can you hold red? Can you hold green? You need to discover yourself. Before trading, I don't know what I could handle or not, right? And you can handle things, and with neuroplasticity, you can improve. So first step is backtesting. How do you create a strategy? You backtest. You need data. How do you take data? Two ways. You backtest. So that's during weekends, because weekdays you are supposed to trade. So trading is the second one. It's forward testing. And that is, for me, the most underrated step in strategy building. People backtest. They spend the whole weekend. They don't sleep. They spend the whole weekend on the laptops, and they're like, yeah, man, I figured it out. On Monday, I'm going to crack the market. This is the code I wrote. And then they get liquidated in like 15 minutes, right? Or whatever.
Yes.
But
yes,
why is that? Why is that? Because inside capital, it's always easier to speak when things happen. Like you have the chart. You're like, oh yeah, of course, higher low, higher high, divergence, and bim bam boom, we pump, right? But at the T moment, like on the instant it happened, what were you thinking? What was your amygdala telling to yourself? Did you have fear? Like, were you confident enough? That's why when, for example, now when I approach my trading sessions, and especially when I'm on TopstepTV, you can hear me always saying, I'm patient, I'm following my plan, sticking to my plan, because the words you repeat to yourself will impact the way your brain works.
Points.
Wow.
So backtest and forward test. And then you need to fail, right?
Yes.
Because without testing, you can't know anything. I mean, it's like school. You learn, then you need to get this to the test, right? You need to study to apply your knowledge. So yeah, the single step, I mean, the first step, backtesting and forward testing, creating your strategy it took me a year. I'm still in it, right? But that's, for me, a continuing, ongoing process. You should never stop. Because if you stop, that means you think you're the best. That means you think you coded the market, right? Market doesn't change. I know the dynamic of the market. I'm Dr. NASDAQ. No, you're nobody.
Dr. NASDAQ.
You know nothing, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, not nothing. You got my point. But
of course.
Yeah, for my best advice for anybody with or without ADHD, for anybody struggling with finding their edge, their strategy, for anybody who feel, man, I want to get into this trading game, but I don't know where to start.
Right.
But guess what? Why am I in Topstep? Why am I not with any other prop firms with thousands of people? Because the only educational program that I have found is here. The only value I found is here. Will you find me somewhere else? I don't think so. You have amazing other speakers coming in. Dr. Brett Steenbarger and many others. Sorry, I don't remember all the names, but Topstep is amazing. Peter Tuchman, for example, who brings guests like that? And by the way, I don't consider myself as a guest at all. You know that. But this is really important to me to be able to share these because it helped through my journey. And when I realized that people were really mentally struggling through trading, they hide themselves behind excuses. They post on Twitter, oh, I just did 50,000 profits across 1,000 accounts. And you're like,
Yes, right.
this is nonsense, right? And
Question for you.
sure.
You know, a lot of what you're talking about, happens in our heads, right? In our minds. You just said that one of the tools that you use is kind of vocalizing your plan, right? Like even when you're on TopstepTV, TV, you're telling yourself, "I'm patient," reminding yourself. How important do you think that is? I know I've coached basketball players, and I've kind of taught them that as well, right? If you are struggling shooting a basketball, right, vocalizing your plan for shooting the ball, reminding yourself to hold your follow through and things like that. Do you think that's an important tool to kind of get out of your head and kind of sort out your thoughts a little bit?
Thank you for this question, Coach Jay. This is a masterpiece. I mean, this is the missing piece of the puzzle people don't know they have to find. Let me repeat that. This is the missing piece of the puzzle people don't know they have to find. We always exaggerate our wordings, right? I have so many friends that they just keep bragging and insulting like they are speaking normally. They don't mean it, right? But I keep telling them the vibration of your words impact who you are and who you become. And the apartheid, the link you made with athletes is very interesting. I worked actually with high level athletes, and it's 100% this. Like you need to tell you, like, don't you always tell them who's the champ? I mean, who's gonna win? Who's the winner? Because you're not gonna tell yourself who's the loser. Guess what? Who's gonna lose today? Like this is not an empowering mindset, right? If you tell yourself, I don't know if I'm gonna shoot this one, then cortisol rises up, testosterone gets down, and then you lose self-trust, you increase stress, and then whoop, you miss. And then in trading, it's the same. You FOMO your entry. Instead of entering at 650, you missed it out. The market came at 651. You're like, damn, 4 point. And then it rallies back up 25 points. And you're like, I'm going to get in. And you get in. And then the moment you get in, the market makes 75 points the opposite side. And you get liquidated. And you're like, I knew it. No, you didn't. You didn't. Because if you knew, you wouldn't have done that, right? And that comes with mental preparation. The more prepared you are here, the better you will operate here on the field. And for basketball, it's the same. I spoke about visualization, and whether it is today or another time, we will make a segment for that if you want to. And in sport, high-level athletes and CEO, and even the video with Alex Ferreira, this is mind-blowing. I kept reviewing the video of Topstep of yesterday that was getting diffused. It's amazing. Wow. There's so many things to be said. Like Alex Ferreira cracked the code of breaking and improving yourself. Like if you listen to what he says, I have goosebumps. This is beautiful. And it's like it was meant to be for Topstep to sponsor this genius athlete, and for me to meet Topstep, to realize that Topstep understands that there's more to just clicking buttons. And today, for example, we're managing 5-6 figures, but before that, $100 was very hard to manage emotionally. But what about the people who trade 8 figures? How do they become able to trade this? That's what I've been thinking. So I'm not telling you I'm going to trade 8 figures. I mean, hopefully I would. But there's a process. There is a growth through that. And any businessman in this world knows that any solid thing needs growth. It takes growth and time, right? So when you see somebody on Twitter, and I'm not shooting at anybody, I mean, whatever you do is great for you. But
Do it.
somebody that just started trading and saying, oh, I did 5 figures or 6 figures, like I did 50K today across 37 accounts, but technically you did like 1,500. But the new people that are gathering in our industry, We are on Twitter. That's the main social network that's expressing our industry, right? And people are like, oh, damn, there's this kid. He just started and he made 50 G's a day. Why am I going to school? F it. But that's totally wrong, right? They take their school tuition. Like you always guys say these stories of Michael, for example, his free $30,000 accounts. And that's why you created Topstep, so people don't jump into the markets and get eaten, right? And that's the beauty of our industry. And I repeat myself, why Topstep? Because you have this whole hub, educational, knowledge, technical hub. And guess what? We are not at Wall Street, yes, but we are here and you are. And if you are, that means there is a reason linking you and us. Because if you are a multi-millionaire individual, you would have no reason to be here, would you? Otherwise,
Right.
you love me or Andre or Jack or Coach Jay, right? So pay attention to what this corporation gives to you instead of asking, not shooting shots fired to anyone, for free resets or stuff like that. We have beauty in our hands. And I myself, Jerome D, will commit myself to help as much people as possible if needed, and if you guys want to help them master their mind so we can all become better traders. Because guess what? All of us right now, how many people are we here right now? I don't know how many thousands, but we are different communities, different cultures, different religions, different ages, different ethnics. But I know one thing. Two things unite us: trading and love.
Here we go.
Even if you hate us, it's love, right?
100%.
So two things unite us. So do you want the world to know us as a powerful group that's able to conquer and lead the industry? Because we all need to push ourselves up together, right? Or do you want each and every one of us fighting each other? No, you don't, right?
100%.
You want to learn.
100%.
I think we are going to fight each other a little bit here in this reversal challenge, but that's all in good competition.
Amazing.
that's
Dr. J, are
good.
you ready to have a little fun after this? Dr. J is going to be joining
I
us
am.
in the reversal challenge. Dr. J, we cannot thank you enough. Let's take a 5-minute break. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Look at him dressed up. Doc is in the house, man. All right, we'll take a 5-minute break. We got the reversal challenge coming up next. Let's close out the weekend strong. Dr. J, thank you so much. We're going to see everyone in about 5 minutes. This is Top Step TV. Jerome, what do we say here? This is Top Step TV.
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's
See
go.
you in 5 minutes. Jack out. We get Jack in here. Hey, man, we got Jerome back. Dr. Jerome, that is. Dr. Jerome today. He is joining us for the reversal challenge. This is his first reversal challenge. Are you ready, Jerome? Dr. Jerome, I should say. Are you ready?
Very excited. Very excited.
Excellent. For those new, I've never seen this again. Here are the quick rules. You could have up to a 10 lot in the micro NASDAQ. Of course, have a practice account. Nothing else. This is purely for entertainment. Practice account up to a 10 lot. We're going to enter with a market order in about 60 seconds. We'll enter. There's going to be 2 periods. First period, second period. Highest P&L at the end of both periods wins. And we'll take a little bit of a break. But Jack, if I missed anything.
No, that was a pretty good description of it, Andre. I think I'm ready to
Jack's
go.
Audio?
Are we?
I can hear Jack.
I hear him too.
Keep going, Jack. I can't hear you, but keep going.
Oh, no. I was talking just to you, Jay. How about you in the chat? Can you hear me?
Can we hear?
Sound good.
All right.
Yep. There we go.
Hey.
Do you have my screen, or do you want?
Yes.
To
Here we
not
go.
share it? Yeah, it's
Are we
okay.
good to go?
Good to go. I'll figure out
All
the
right.
screens and stuff later, but let's get into
All
these
right.
positions.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. We're going to begin. Again, micro NASDAQ up to a 10 lot. We'll figure out how long the first period goes. Again, practice accounts only. That is it. Ready. Here we go. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, in. By 5. Ooh, take those down.
Long 6.
Long 6.
I clicked twice with the
Oh,
3. It
also
wasn't intentional.
Take down your risk limits too in this practice account, of course. Yes. Again, purely for entertainment. Purely. We only do this at the end of the trading week. All right. Jerome, what price did you get?
It's not telling us.
Dr. Jerome being very coy right now in the month.
I can hear you. I'm not getting any
Can hear him.
feed from your audio.
Let's see.
Like everything's open. Check it on your side if you can.
1 2
Jack.
1 2. Good. Hear me?
There you
Yep,
go.
sounds
There you
good.
go.
Looks like glitching. Say 690. I'm long 4 at 690.
I'm long 5 from 690. Okay, let's get a poll up in the chat. Who do we think's going to win the reversal challenge? Oh, we're selling off.
We can add up to 10, correct?
Up to 10. You can add, of course, but you always have to have a position on. You cannot be flat.
Correct. I'm adding 4, so I'm now long 8 at 85 and half.
Very good. Long 8s. Okay. Jack, how long should we do
We can
first?
support.
Oh, boy, we're selling off here.
Ah.
Yeah, he's right.
So just a little background here.
Mhm.
We are, with the options expirations, we're kind of like right at the max pain level for the SPX right now. So I was really a coin toss of whether I was going to go long or short.
Mhm.
I usually go short and get pilloried for it in the chat. But you know what? Longs lose too. Longs lose too.
Longs do indeed lose. First half or first period, we'll take this to, let's say, we'll do this one for 15 minutes. We'll take this to 29 if that works. 29 after.
Got
I'm taking who's short? Is anyone short?
I don't think so.
Oh boy.
I may be adding to. I only got one long right now, so I may be adding to this here.
Oh, one. Okay.
And I'm gonna get to a second one here. So I'm long from long 2 681 and the orders, and I'll keep adding to this till it goes green. I'll try to figure out you guys charts and things over here. Give me a minute with that.
Who we got ups in mind?
Which chart is this? Which
Not
chart
sure.
we got here? I think this
This-
is
I
Jack.
think it's mine.
This is me, and I'm short now.
No, no.
Oh, secret's out now. Jerome, you're long 8,
sir.
you said.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Dr. Jerome.
There's a
Giving us
support right under us, so let's see if we bounce. If we bounce, we're gonna win this trade.
Yeah, well, we need to bounce hard.
Let's go.
Again, Dr. Jerome with an amazing segment just before this, now playing silly games with us. What can't he do?
Adding 2 here, so I'm long 10
Oh, man.
from 85 even.
5 even.
Let's
Okay,
go NQ.
here we go. Where do they want to take this? This might be.
Do we run back to 800?
That'd be wow. They want
What
to take
do we
this.
do?
Yes. I mean,
Damn, guys, I'm getting completely waxed right now.
how bad? Are you in the micros, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay.
My chart is still the NQ because I like looking at that. but
Gotcha.
I'd be really getting waxed if that was the case.
Yeah. We did minis last week, and the numbers are just
Yeah, it gets fast. And what's your entry, Dre?
690.
Oh yeah, that's
just 5. So unrealized down $100 right now. Let's see. We just started, but yeah, we'll take this to 29 after. 29 after. Jay,
can we take partials or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
As long as you just have to have a position.
Okay.
Someone trading in an XFA? What do I look at?
Yeah, kind of. Yes, it's just a.
Okay.
It's not.
making
Yes,
sure.
it's my XFAs don't count. It's just the screen I use for TV.
I was gonna say, hey, I mean, the way you've been calling out the markets, why not make a little extra on top?
see
But
that.
yeah, I can see that.
But
let's
apparently Jack can too.
Do we have a bounce right at 75? We have a higher low. That's right where we want to confirm the move. Otherwise, we might want to reverse, Dre.
I mean, they're gonna sell us out. They're gonna sell this. You think?
No, we are
low.
watching for if we want to.
Oh,
They want to trap Jack. That's what I know.
Yes, they do. Here we go. Poll results. We got who will win the reversal challenge. 200 votes coming in. Who do you guys think they voted for? That's right.
for me. I got too much going on back here.
Oh, you're number 2. You are number 2.
That could be the play.
Yes. Jerome first with 37% of the votes. Andre and Jack bringing up the rear.
Well,
man.
Don't vote for me. I murdered myself in the first 3 minutes of this. So
keep in mind, it all comes down to MOC. It's the moment of truth.
Come on, baby.
There we go. Jerome, long 10?
Long
Or
10.
take some profit. Wow.
No, long 10. It's not giving me profits. It's double topping my entry.
The way you shift gears. With that amazing talk with us, and now you're talking trading just like that. Incredible. All right, they need to buy this thing.
I'm working on getting our scoreboard up here, so just give me a minute with that. But we'll know who's in what place in just a couple minutes here.
Exactly.
Okay. Unrealized down $67 here.
I really like this trade, Ray.
Okay. Oh wow, that sounds good. If the doctor likes it, I like it too.
Yeah, I can see us going back to 730. Yeah, 730.
So Dre,
yes,
simultaneously while I'm getting killed here, here's what it's coming down to: if I will still be in GameStop on Monday or not.
Gosh, what? I thought it's over. Gosh, Jack.
It is supposed to be over. It's almost over. It's like the last drop. But the price is currently $29.94.
Okay.
If it closes below $30, I will be flat everything. If it closes above $30,000, above $30, I either have to close it out or I will be short some GameStop over the weekend. Not a lot though.
All right, we got a lot of things going on. Last trade in GameStop, $29.91. Jack needs it. Oh man, now 93's trade. 90.
Oh, Jack, you gotta believe it's gonna close above 30, and I'm believing with you.
Will it? Oh man, here we go. There's something for this. All right,
man, this entry doesn't want to go above 85, but trust me, when it will, it's gonna explode. You got short?
Yeah, I reversed. I couldn't take the pain anymore, Jerome. I am now down $185.
You deserve to get hammered.
I like it. Yes, the doctor put me in check. Let's see what happens here.
Just kidding, of course.
No. I love it. Please. Let it rip.
Coach Jay, were you short or long?
To be honest with you, I'm long too. I'm trying to figure out this scoreboard real quick. We're almost there, and then I'll get back to the game.
Jerome, what are you gonna do?
That was 29, right?
Jerome, what are you gonna do?
8 minutes left.
Oh, I'm short 10 now. Oh no. Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
One more chart, and then we're good to
Hammer
go.
this.
I'll
Hammer
get
this.
back
Hammer.
to you. Get
Oh,
back to the
no.
game.
I don't trust that. I don't trust my amygdala telling me I need
Thank
to
you.
short.
I don't either.
Oh yeah, you did not for sure.
No. All right. Oh, I took a little bit there. Jack is short.
The thing is, yeah, if you guys take partials, I should perhaps scalp these. That could be.
Ooh,
Look out below. Here we go. Jack is liking that.
got long.
No. Oh, right here. Okay.
Hey, I'm back to positive. Realized. Oh wait,
you.
sorry, I have no active position. Just
Oh, whoa.
It was for like 2 seconds.
It was flat, folks.
I got in at a worse price than I would have if I hit reverse.
This game is under protest.
Oh, go. Who are you gonna cry to?
Nobody. Not Mohammed.
Yeah.
Definitely
Not
not crying to
Mohammed.
Mohammed. I'm short 5. Jay, how's it going back? Jay, how's it going back there?
Going well, man. It's going well. We're almost there. Sorry,
yeah.
chat, if this looks a little bit confusing, but I got
You're
everybody's
good.
scoreboard up. You guys probably can't see what I'm sharing, but I'll share it to you in the video in a second. But you'll see it on YouTube.
Live on YouTube.
Man, shout out to Coach Jay this afternoon.
Yeah, big shout out.
Man, oh man.
There we go. Scoreboards are up. It might look a little messy, but we can see it. There
Oh,
we go.
wow. Look at this guy. What can't, man. All right, Jack's got some green.
I'm short again.
Are you?
Short of 5 guys.
All right, I'm short done that. I gotta catch up here. Jerome, are you still long?
Still
Okay.
walking in the
This is-
midst of the
this is-
smoke.
Yes, we have 5 minutes left in the first period. 5 minutes remaining.
Come on,
Flat-
NASDAQ.
We'll hit flat and
We
all.
can do it. We can do it.
Oh no.
Let me flush these shorters.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh boy. And where do they want to take this?
Jack, are you still long?
This is getting ugly.
I'm short at the moment.
Oh,
Playing it well.
All right. Scoreboard is good to go, and I'm pretty much flat on my position.
Look at you.
Beauty of trading micros, right? You don't got to stress.
Mm-hmm.
true.
Man, oh man. Do not take this higher. And here we go.
Least higher.
I know. Look at this wick in the 5 minute.
Come on, man. They don't want to. Shall I
Oh,
reverse
oh.
right here, right now? 5 minutes left.
Flush it. Flush it. 5 minutes left. Yes, 5 minutes. 4 minutes remaining now. The flat and all. All right, there we go.
Here,
New
connect that
candle.
to this position. I want to be long, so I'm just going to keep adding this. Go long 5 now.
Okay.
All right, I'm short 10.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, welcome. Come on over, Jerome.
I'm long too.
Okay.
Damn.
Position size is 10. Is that right?
Yes.
Up to 10.
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see
5
if
more.
I got trapped to a tick. That's the Jerome trade. Come on.
Jerome. Jerome. Jerome.
Come on.
Jerome. Felt heavy there. The buyer's going to try and step in here.
Code the bottom.
Where's GameStop?
Where's GameStop?
29.85.
Okay.
Our
okay.
national nightmare looks like it may end.
Oh, man. We've been
Come
loving
on.
this.
We can do this. We can do
Oh,
this.
no. They're going to buy this. What's everyone? I can see it here. Jack is in the green. Jerome down a little bit. Jay down a little bit. Jay's spinning a lot of plates behind the scenes.
Man.
I know. Jack's loving this. Look at him.
Oh, come on.
Look at that smile.
Of course, I'm loving it.
Yep. All right, we got about 2.5 minutes. The first period.
According to my calculation, we should drop 150 points right now.
I agree. And I think we have some hashtag power hour goodies in store, if you will, during halftime if we want, Jay. If not, we can just take a little mini break, shoot the breeze.
We got them good to go. Just queuing those up also. So
Man,
whenever we take a break here, we'll get right into those.
Okay. What are they going to do here? Buyers keep getting rejected.
Come on.
No, right here, right now.
Have right here, right now, baby.
Talk.
The Jerome straight.
Talk to Jerome.
Guerrero says Topstep literally has never add to a loser when you log in. I don't consider this adding to a loser. I'm building a position for new all-time highs here.
Yeah,
accumulating. We'll call it accumulating.
Accumulating in a zone.
Yes. Okay. 90 seconds. Typically during halftime is when like the best moves happen also, which is hilarious.
The position you're in always works out.
Yes, it does.
During that 5 minutes. But that's part of the game.
Yes, it is. Let's watch it.
Come on.
Here we go. This is the moment of truth.
Get roasted on this one.
The moment of truth is upon us. Again, practice counts purely for entertainment. No one actually really trades like this. All right, less than 60 seconds. We're going to hit flat and all in less than 60 seconds. Oh, make up
Are we going at 29?
29, yes.
Man, fade Jerome and make money today.
I mean, Jerome, were you more nervous for your talk or for the reversal challenge?
Reversal challenge.
Really?
No, just kidding.
Okay, good. Man, oh man. 30 seconds.
Come on.
Here we go.
Here you go. I'm throwing on the other 5. Let's see if it works out.
20 seconds.
Reversing here.
Oh, you are?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
15 seconds.
Come on. Push. Reversing here.
You gotta get flatten all in 10 seconds. Flatten all in 10 seconds.
Come on.
Talk to me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flatten all.
Flat.
Done.
There we go.
All right.
I lost about 150 there. I was already down on this account. I think about 340. So 150 for me. We got everybody else's scoreboard up there. We want to get into some power hour content.
Yeah, we can real quick. Well, let's everyone score. Is everyone flat? I am up $80. Up $80.
Wow.
Why is Jax?
Why am I green?
Why is your position still moving? Or Jerome, someone has a position on?
No. I'm flat.
I think we're all flat.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I see it on delay. My bad. Okay, yeah. What's your guys' P&L right now? Look at this thing go. Jack, what are you at?
I'm up 261.
Okay.
Whoa, I'm down 260.
I'm up 80.
Every winner, there's a loser.
Exactly.
And Jay, what are you at?
I lost 150 there. Down 150. I just did it in the combine that I was trading in earlier, but down 150.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, let's do some where have we got to present, and we can get back into this. Looks like the market's going to be rocking and rolling here in the close. Go ahead, Jay.
Hashtag our content. Thank you for sending these over. Let's see what we got. There we go. Looks good there. Can we see that?
Yeah.
FVG ICT trader. Hashtag Topstep, hashtag power hour. Had a good week scalping the ES from both sides of the market. Passed the 50K combine today and knocking on the door of a second one. Really nice 4 winning days there. Scalping in and out of these markets, taking advantage of it. No red days. Probably some red trades in there, but that is consistency in your trading. So great job to you, FVG trader. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, real big shout out to this trader here. This is one of the lunatics, Jimmy from the chat, and you'll see him as Jimmy from the lunatics in the YouTube chat.
Nice.
Requested a payout from the VIP combine. Hit his profit target of 4K on the combine. Requested about $1,000, and that's his first payout ever from Topstep, which is just a great sign for the VIP program. It worked out. MP, great idea. Starting that, we love to see traders taking payouts, and we love to see lunatics on top.
Yes. Well done. Look at this market. What were we just talking about?
Day Trading Coffee Co. We got coffee charts, TopstepTV on a Friday. I was gonna buy myself one of those. It's a really nice coffee machine you got there. I like that coffee mug too, the bull on the coffee mug. What else we got here? Terry trades close to passing another combine, triple witching today. Careful. 150K combine we got here, less than $500 away. Nice $2,994 day today.
Mm.
And we'll go with the last one, Sock Trader. You got to speak your life into existence. Great day in the markets. Pass another combine. Trading isn't easy, but I appreciate the journey.
Nice.
$1,500 trading day today. Passing another combine. Good stuff.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Well
Wonderful.
done. It was not easy today. Look at this. New lows, guys. Is it true? No. Nope. Different chart. Okay.
So when do we get back in?
When do you want to get back in? You can do it in 30 seconds if you want.
Ooh, yes. That sounds great.
All right, Jerome, are you ready? 30 seconds. Up to 10. Up to 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Jay, you good?
Good to go. Good to go.
All right. Rock here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Ready? 10 seconds. 5. Go ahead, Jay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Short one.
Short 5.
Long 5.
Long 2.
Stepped in front of a train. Stepped in front of a train. Let's see what happens. Oh, my gosh. The shorts are...
You shall not buy.
No, absolutely. What are you doing, Andre? Oh, boy. This is not
Adding
good.
here.
Or 3.
Oh,
Taking
dump.
Yes.
4. Going.
Taking one
This is not
partial.
good for the markets.
Okay, reversing right here. Reversing
go.
here. I'm long 5.
GameStop, Jack.
We're good.
Yeah. The sell-off is nice. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow, Jay, building into it.
Some is happening.
No. It goes
Where-
really
long
good or really
10,
bad.
long 10. Long
Where's
10. Bams is right here, right now.
There you
I'm
go.
calling it.
You heard it. This is it's not good for the markets.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, talk to me. Oh boy.
I have so many screens open right now.
I can only imagine what you're watching right now. I can only imagine what. Taking heat. Are the buyers going to try to stop this? No. Man, Jay.
Weak bounce. Weak
know.
bounce.
Jerome.
Yeah. Reverse.
And we'll take this to 59.
That's what trading is.
Yes, it
we are
is.
here today as well to show you how the market can trick your mind. You know, I spoke about conviction, and every 5 seconds we're like reverse, long, short. It's tricky, right? So that's what you do not want to do. And if you do that well, then massive congratulations to you, because it's very hard to do. You must be Neo from Matrix or something like that.
Yeah. I feel like right now, Jay, we got like the Mystery Science Theater going on here with the green screens just hanging out at the bottom of the screen. Let us know in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like this? Does it look weird?
There's a lot going on.
Man, I
Bubblegum
was
and
long.
duct tape.
Damn.
You guys want to?
No, this is great.
No, dude, it's awesome. This is awesome, man. Man, we
Come
got
on, flip down.
2,100 people
Flip
watching.
down.
Click like, click subscribe, give us a follow. We cannot thank you guys enough for hanging with us.
Guys, if you liked
Thank
the
you, Jerome.
session of today, hit the like button.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hit
Thank
that
you.
like button.
I did.
I forgot to say that, but yeah.
Slap the like button.
Just resell it.
To
I
backfire.
called the bounce and I shorted it right
No.
after long exit.
Selling here. Wow, this is wild.
Reversito.
This is wild. Really want to take this?
Reverse.
Wow. And
Come on.
Long,
Take it
long
all the way-
3.
you want 3?
Yeah.
This got dead
Long
cat
10.
written. This is dead cat written all over it.
You're a dead cat.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
All right. I just flipped. I'm
Reverse
short
now.
five.
I'm short
Same.
10.
I'm short. You're
Whoa.
short. I'm short 5. Man,
Let's
oh, man.
go. Let's go.
Realized
top.
P&L up $234.
I'm short
Down
2.
570.
Old Jackie P's up 530. Realized.
What's going on here? I'd have to switch over to minis to catch up.
Oh.
Taking that juice.
Yeah.
We're gonna have you pee in a cup, Jay, if you start showing P&Ls like that.
Jerome, you're short 10, you said.
Yes.
He's laughing.
Where are we taking this to?
I don't know, 59, 58.
59, 58. That's a long freaking time.
Well, we got to go through MOC. So,
yeah.
anytime after that.
That's enough. I was about to say that.
Buckle up, Jerome.
We're going to
MOC,
get slammed.
It gets wild.
We're going to get slammed. You know what? I'm short until MOC. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
You want to sell another 5 here?
This will not come back up. This will not come back up.
I don't think so either. I want to sell another 5.
Rome's using his mind power on the market right now.
Seriously is.
Yeah.
I like it because I'm short. Let's go, Jerome.
I'm tricking the market, but it doesn't seem to work.
All right, short 10 now.
Guys, GameStop is exactly $29.99 right now.
No, what happened?
Oh
my
It's-
gosh.
Come on, let's push it. Let's push it.
No, I ideally I want it to close just below it so I can get out of this friggin' trade finally.
The never-ending trade.
Never ending trade.
It was just that one fateful
But you
night,
want to
Jack.
close it above 30, right?
No, I
Dude,
want it to close below 30. And that
Oh,
way
you
I'll
do
be
that.
flat because I have a bunch of like options in both directions. Worst, if it closes above 30, I'll end up short like 100 shares of GameStop over the weekend. I'm down to the very end of this.
Amazing.
Damn.
Till death do us part.
Yes.
You and GameStop, man.
Then let's make GameStop flush.
Yes, everyone. I'm short 10. Thought we were going to keep going there.
Getting destroyed right now. I
Anyone
just got
have
long
it?
though.
Did you?
That's the moment.
Reverse long.
Yes, that's when they turn around.
I'm long. Till MOC, says the guy who doesn't change his mind.
Jerome, you just said you're going to be short into MOC.
I know. It's the market, you
It
know.
is. Market generated information.
I want to show as well how the market can trick us. And
What it is, I don't
you
have
just
enough
want to
indicators
give-
on my screen, so I need to put some more to try to figure out where we're going here.
Pump those indicators.
See how many we can get on here.
You need to get you some more screens.
Mm-hmm. It's the best when people come on and they've got like these strategies and stuff like, oh, support and resistance here. I'm like, man, it does not matter for reversal challenge. You are just you're flying blind, man. I don't know what to tell you. You just
exactly.
Yeah, see ball, hit ball.
According to my calculations, we're
Exactly.
gonna hit 800.
You're talking like Warren Buffett.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the moment of truth right here.
You know, Nvidia's got a quick ratio of
Exactly.
3.6. I
know, man. This is
Oh,
it's undervalued.
Come on, let's go.
This is the reversal challenge.
Come on.
No,
That's the push.
Not real money.
Push to ultimate high. Come on. Push to ultimate high. Come on.
That's where the buys were. Not real money. Purely no, just simulated trading, practice accounts, purely for entertainment. Uh-oh.
Pushing it.
What do we do here? We short. We reverse now.
Yes. Yep. Thank you, James Slay. Yes, we just simply having a little fun. Last hour of the trading, last full trading week of the year.
Come on. Flip down. Flip down.
Yes. Tell him, Jerome.
Jerome's making moves right now.
Yeah, he is.
Down.
What is he? Is he green?
No.
He's unrealized is green.
Unrealized green.
What are you going to do with?
I want a flip down. 50 points down.
Hammer this thing.
Hammer this thing.
Yes.
You remember Jerome Powell, what he did this week?
Yeah.
Yeah. He came on and said he's the real. What'd you call him? The OG.
The OG.
Jerome? That's what we call him,
OG.
the OG Jerome.
OG.
He threw,
once we just speak about him, it's flashing. Like,
Incredible, yes.
he threw down the Stockholm hammer, Andre.
My gosh. Oh, it's a callback. Anyone in the chat know what he's talking about when he says a Stockholm hammer? If anyone does, man.
And I'm long now.
Oh, Stockholm hammer.
Whoa.
Anyone remembers that? Those are the real.
I'm long
Topstep
trying
heads.
to retest the highs. Yeah, okay. 3 minutes left.
Mm-hmm. What time is it? Yes, we go 15 minutes. 15 minutes left. That's okay with you guys.
Oh yeah,
You got-
yeah. I was looking for the candle.
Okay. We got MOC here in 8 minutes. 8 minutes till MOC. Buckle up. Does anyone remember what Jack's talking about when he says the Stockholm hammer?
And I'm short.
Okay.
Man. Was just catching up $100 at a clip, and then at
Look out below.
Yeah, exactly.
Look out below.
Exactly.
I
Man,
don't think they're done.
Andre and Jack are
Yes.
killing it.
So far, so good.
Go long, guys. Reverse.
There might be more.
Might
Jack
be
is short right now.
equivalent.
Oh man, what's his P&L?
I am long 1
Ooh,
because I'm realized up 680.
you realize
Sorry.
680.
I'm just kidding.
Realize 380. Realize 380.
Wow.
You're gonna have to. It's all about the 10 lot going into MOC. All about the 10 lot.
Man.
playing it smart here. You got the lead.
Oh yeah, and then he's gonna play. He's gonna play prevent
I've-
defense here. I
I've
know
gotten
how-
screwed on it. I think I have enough that I don't want to be coin
long
flip in the
10.
MOC. See, like
Yeah.
if this moons right now, drums would catch up to me real quick because I'm just long. I'm long 2.
Hammer this.
I'm gonna scout this.
There you
I
go.
I don't know, but I doubt it's gonna moon.
So,
Perhaps
no,
that's
short
why
10.
it's gonna moon.
Short 10. Short 10.
Damn.
YOLO in the simulator. YOLO in the simulator.
YOLO bolo.
Remember when Jack wore his bolo tie?
Pretty tight, wasn't it?
It was. Jerome, are you familiar with what a bolo tie is? You're looking very dapper today. Are you familiar with what a bolo tie is? BOLO.
No, I don't.
It's what the cowboys wear. Those goofy looking ties with like the 2 ropes and a big buckle.
There, Jay's got it
Oh,
for
I
us.
just
Boom,
googled
like
it.
That is a bolo tie.
Get a big hunk of jade the size of
Wow.
a fist.
The goofy looking ones.
Oh, that's stylish. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like it would play in France.
Bolo ties?
Yeah, why not?
Let's send Jerome
Yeah.
one. See how it
I could.
goes.
Not my style, but yeah, I prefer ties.
Yes. All right. Oh, MOC coming in. 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining until the MOC. Good luck, everybody.
Come on. I need 100 points.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's where they buy it.
You know the story of the hare and the turtle, right?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Let me be the turtle.
Okay.
I don't recall the turtle slinging 10 lots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Good
remember
call,
either.
Jack.
It's
Oh boy.
When I first got my license, there was a turtle in the middle of the road. That was the first thing I ever hit with my car. So I'm hoping I'm not that turtle.
what was the second?
Yeah.
We won't talk about that.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah. And I'm
Uh-oh.
short now, reverse 10.
You are?
What do you have?
Yeah.
Man, oh man. That's where they buy it. And we'll see coming in 4 minutes. Buckle up. There we go. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We lost the doctor. Doc.
He
We
doesn't, want,
lost him.
he doesn't want us to see a screen when he puts on
No.
100.
Uh-huh. Comes back. He's up like $2,000. Like, what happened? Uh-oh.
Dropped out of video. I mean, he'll be back.
Yes, Jerome.
Just rage quit.
Someone mentioned that they said I look like Ryan Sandberg.
Who else have you been told you look like?
Well, obviously Seth MacFarlane. I was gonna say, Andre, if I ask you what a slump buster is, are you familiar with that?
Yeah, actually, we were talking about slump busters on the show while you were gone.
Okay.
Yes, we were with what's his name, Jared J. Yes, go on, Jack, please.
No, I'm not going to explain it because
Ryan Sandberg known for his slump, but yeah, Mark Grace, right?
That came up, right? I thought it was Ryan Sandberg. It's Mark Grace.
Both were notorious for.
Okay.
Yes, but yes, we actually. Jared J was on a cold streak, and MP and I did get brought up. That's funny. Yes. You got told you look like Ryan Sandberg.
I don't know. Let me take a look at this. Young Ryan
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
No, said I remind flipping ticks. Davidson. Is that a good thing?
Maybe a little bit.
All right, guys. 2.5 minutes. Jerome, are you long or short 10 over there?
Long.
Long 10. That's so far so good.
So far so not good, but
oh yeah, same. It's all about the MOC. Yesterday's MOC, pretty heavy, if I remember. Oh yeah, minus about 4.5 billion sell side. 4.5 billion sell side yesterday. It's funny, bro.
I need like double that to catch up here.
Does everyone have a 10 lot on? Jack, I know will not.
I have 5.
I definitely do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What do you feel when you have 10 lots on?
I feel nothing.
Jack, I don't think you were on, but yesterday we had a dorm room trader with us, and he was pretty mathematical, very like robotic in his approach. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm pretty much emotionally dead inside, like Dakota." He said, "That's what he said on the show." I'm like, "Yo," he's like, "I'm emotionally dead." So I'm like, man.
Okay, well, we got a couple minutes here.
Yep.
Nick for a Tick says, "Real men use minis for the reversal challenge," and I agree with that. But
oh man,
we can't use minis. That is forbidden.
How'd that go for you?
I'm long 15 long.
Wait a minute. Hold on. All right. No moment of truth. 40 seconds. Is this the reverse challenge on, guys? Yes, this is the reversal challenge. Davey 411. Only do this for the last hour of the trading week. Just to have a little fun. Take us into the weekend again. We have an abbreviated week. We got 3 shows next week. Technically 4 because make sure to catch Nick for a tick on Sundays for the reopen. But here we go. MOC. 10 seconds.
100 billions to the buy side.
Drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. 5 seconds. Here we go. Everyone 10 lot. Buckle. Oh, this is the moment of truth. Oh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Uh-oh. Make up your mind.
Oh, buddy.
Keep going. Reverse. All right. I just went long 10. Up $930.
Short 10, man. Andre got these.
God damn it, Andre.
Here we go. We're taking us to 57. Take us to 57. Let's go.
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh
you were short 10 for that?
Yes, I was.
Me too.
Oh, you guys are snakes.
Well, quit playing defense.
Hide my PNL.
What is
Hide
it?
my
Jerome?
PNL.
What is it? Uh-oh. Is there more room to the downside?
I'm going to get liquidated live.
Uh-oh.
You take it off the stream in that case.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jerome, where'd you go? Jerome, where'd you go for that split second? We lost you there for about 10, 15 seconds. We lost
I think connection dropped. I think.
Very
He
good.
was in the phantom zone.
He's back.
Yeah. The phantom zone, exactly.
Uh-oh.
You're long.
I did 10 of them too. From 579.
Okay. Target is 456.
Oh, downside targets. Uh-oh. We're selling. Oh, here he goes. Thank you, Hoop.
What did that give me? Not even enough to be like green. Come on, NASDAQ.
Oh, snap. It's whoa. Huge sell side. Oh my gosh. Minus 5.8 billion S&Ps, minus 4 billion NASDAQ, minus 2 billion Dow. We're talking 10 billion plus sell side. 10 billion plus sell side.
Wow.
Right? Is my math right? Yeah. Over maybe 11 billion. Quick math. Holy damn. 11 billion sell side. My bad, Hoop. I couldn't read your thing.
$50 points flash incoming.
Yeah.
Wow. Huge. Hoop giving me bad info. All right, take us to 57. We got 4.5 minutes left. Man, I am long, and they're just going to hammer this thing. Reverse, I can't now. I'm pot committed. Jack's gonna.
I got caught up in the game a little bit because I had to go long. Like I lost a lot of my stack trying to catch up with you guys.
Huge sell side.
See, that's what happens when you try to recap lost profits.
Thank you. That's
Another 100 points
You
to the
end up
downside.
doing
Come
it
on,
more.
let's do it.
It's coming.
Come on.
Uh-oh. And there it all goes. Wow.
Jay, go long, please.
You guys are short right now? Man, oh man.
I'm either going to hold this short or I'm going to lose. There's no in between.
I'm long 10. Reversed right there.
Just gonna ride this in. All right, we got
the worst entries, so now it can flush.
3 minutes. 3 minutes remaining. Oh boy. Jack.
No.
What? Are you long too?
Yeah.
Is everyone long?
It's playing the game, buddy.
I know.
You can only play the game that's in front of you.
That's true. A wise man once said. Oh, fun stuff. Dr. Jerome was talking about Alex Ferreira. Actually, Topstep partner, also going for the gold halfpipe skiing in Milan 2026, the Winter Olympics. Anyways, his schedule coming up. If you're going to check it out, Copper Mountain Grand Prix this weekend. Yeah, this weekend. Check that out. X Games in January, and then Aspen Grand Prix end of January into February. I'm sure we'll post the links so you can go catch it. Check out Alex competing. He's the best halfpipe skier in the world, guys. Check out what he's doing. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. He's also training with Topstep.
Are you long 10, Andre?
I am long 10.
We got an image from Danielle in the Slack. She wanted me to share this.
What?
She said, this is who Jack looks like if you can show him. So Jack, this is not my doing. This is Danielle.
Oh, is this gonna be the friggin' cat in the hat again? Oh my god.
I mean, come on.
Shots fired.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my god.
Oh man.
I still can't get over the disrespect of the person. They had in case you weren't here when I told the story before, we did these like stand meetings where we were doing like going around and giving celebrity lookalikes for people, and every single person would be like, "Oh, you look like Selma Hayek." Blah, 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 blah. Who's the Ken guy? Ryan, what's his face? I'm having a stroke right now.
Kendall, Ryan Reynolds.
No, Ryan Reynolds wasn't Ken in the Barbie movie. Anyway,
Oh, Gosling.
Gosling.
Oh, you're getting mad at me because I didn't know. You're sitting here asking me. Go on.
Anyway, everyone else is getting these, and then for me, some guy on the team, a younger man than me, says for mine that I look like that. He's like, "Oh, you know what you look like? You look like the Cat in the Hat, but specifically Mike Myers as the Cat in the Hat." And I was like,
Oh,
"Great,
man.
great stuff."
All right. Flatten all in 45 seconds. Man.
Man, I need more time. I need the close to get to my target here.
What did Michael Jordan say? He never lost a game. He just ran out of time. Was that MJ?
Sounds like MJ.
Something like that. Yeah. All right. Flatten out in 30 seconds, guys. And we'll see who the winner is. I think we know who it's going to be. Oh, we lost the doctor again. We lost the good doctor. Oh,
I
no.
think he got liquidated.
Oh, did he? He dropped out. Oh,
15
oh
seconds.
no. 15 seconds. Flatten all. 15 seconds of flat all. Please buy the hell out of this right here, right now. 10 seconds. Just buy it. We ain't going to buy it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flatten. Flatten all. Flatten all. Flatten all. Flatten all.
All right. We're going to be close, Andre. What'd you end at?
I'll start up $208.
Jerome, why don't you go next to get it out of the way?
Come on. You got me. He got me, man. Go ahead, Jerome.
I'm down $2,326.
It's okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
I ended up $640.
It's going to be close.
And I'm pretty much flat. I think I came into this on this account down 349, so I lost about 30 bucks there, which wasn't that bad. I was down at one point about 1,000, and I think if we could have held it into the close,
Oh.
see where the money bags are.
Okay,
Wait,
here we go.
Get
Yes.
the $100 bill out again. Do the.
Yeah. Anyways, Jerome, did you have fun doing that? Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a good time.
I love that. I love that.
Absolutely.
Did Jack win a box of chocolate or a wine bottle?
Jack, what did you win?
I'll just take it out of the mute.
Yeah, the mute. Notice that we're kind of losing control over that the mute button fine. It's kind of just the enforcement has gone out the window, Jack.
I'm using it to fund various
one day
things.
you were mute.
Slush fund, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're coming to the close here of the day. This has been an absolutely insane week. If you guys have survived it, that's the name of the game in this. Surviving, always trading for tomorrow. Always have some powder dry to make another trade. Absolutely insane week. So all-time highs on Monday. Tuesday was quiet. Then obviously Wednesday, Thursday, and today. It's absolutely insane. Shout out to Jerome, the Dr. Jerome, up $3,500 in a live funded account. More importantly, a doctor trying to cure Alzheimer's as well and giving us his knowledge here on Topstep. Jerome, please leave us with some words of wisdom. We've got about 60 seconds left. We'll hit the ring the closing bell and we'll take you out of here. Go ahead, Jerome, please.
Well, thank you very much again for having me today. Always appreciative for God's breathing, especially in these moments of, celebration, holidays, family moments, or friend moments, whether you're alone or with your relatives. These are the moments, to reflect on life, on ourselves, on what's happening in the world, and reflect on now, today, and who you want to become, what you want to change, and for the greater good. So yeah, very grateful for being here today. I really enjoyed preparing and having this session today. I hope you guys loved it. And I will be glad to work this again all together. So thank you for having me today.
You are the man, Doctor. Thank you so much. Jack, got you in mind, man. Hang in there, dude. Love you, man.
Dude, I will. So beyond the technical things today, I have had a friggin' crazy week that I will tell you all about on Monday, because Monday will be my last day. The long story short of this, I have, for various reasons, been in the hospital since Monday night, got out yesterday afternoon, and now we are going to have some twin babies coming the day after Christmas. So I'll talk all about that, but very thankful for the medical professionals that have helped us out through all of this. And, thankful that we are lucky enough to have access to that. So that is who I'm going to thank today.
Awesome.
And thanks to my wife for being the best sport of all in this, because that shit is hard. So that's who I'm thanking here. Thanks, Dre.
You guys, you love you, Muddy. And from the bottom of our hearts, Jay, thank you so much. All week, got a lot of Jay. We cannot get enough of Coach Jay. Busting his ass on the fly, behind the scenes, spinning a billion plates, man. Jay, thank you so much. If you got any words, please take us out of here. Then I'll do the outro and we'll get out. Let's get into the weekend.
Do it. Let's get into the weekend. Thanks everyone for being here. Glad to kind of jump in and help with the team.
Yeah, man.
And like we kind of said here, the money we make or lose in the markets can be important, but health is most important. So take care of that when you can. It's important. I don't know if anyone has had a checkup or anything like that recently, but definitely go get one. Just a yearly checkup if you haven't done so. It's a good time to schedule that.
Yes, well said. Thank you guys. All right, everyone. Bottom of heart. Shout out to all the bell-to-bellers, everyone that joined us throughout the entire week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We are going to be back. We got 3 shows next week. We got Monday, we got Thursday, we got Friday. This last full trading week of 2024. My goodness, where did this year go? We were so hyped for 2025, but it's not done yet. Anyways, this is TopstepTV. We love you. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. Have a great weekend.
You may still be sitting here.
Okay.
Okay. Keep them hot.